And a good Friday evening to you as we get you set here for some Class B basketball. 35-ish, 30 minutes down the road from Oneida. We are in Gettysburg for a rivalry contest between the Sully Chargers and the Gettysburg Battlers. Wyber with you. Big thanks to Jeremy here running our camera this evening, and a big thanks to Emma who just got in and just got us going right away. Let's give a big thanks to our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. 83 Ag Sales, AGE Corporation, Agtegra Cooperatives, Bank West Oneida, Barber Chemical, Barber Farm Service, Blue Goose, Brett Spray Service, CHS River Plains, Colson Farms, Konag Oneida, Don's Food Center, Eric's Custom Repair, First Dakota National Bank, Yag Air, Lamb Chevy, Lincoln Out Construction, Hawaii Grain, Oliver Construction, Ringneck Energy, South Dakota Office of Attorney General and Division of Consumer Protection, Sully County Sheriff's Office, Sunrise Bank, The Corner. Also, big thanks to Venture Communications, Whitler Seat Farm, and Yaklia Ranches. Big thanks to them who make this broadcast possible here on a Friday night from Gettysburg. Both teams entering with different results. Is the Sully Beach Chargers coming off of their second straight loss now, or excuse me, I should say third straight loss after falling to who was Jones County this previous Tuesday. That was a final of 54-34. And the Chargers again sitting with a 3-game losing streak that go all the way back to January 22nd when the Sully Beach Chargers last became victorious. That was against Stanley County a while ago. Gettysburg 8-7 on the season. They squeaked out a 1-point win against Redfield at 40-39. As the Lady Battlers currently riding a 4-game winning streak coming into this one. This game also, I mean, the season's coming down to the wire, and obviously every game is important, but these ones are going to start to matter just a little bit more. Seeding points are going to be a factor here down the stretch, and right now the Sully Beach girls are in a position to be hosting a first-round game to get into that field of 8. They've got to basically, it's technically a play into the field of 8, but it's really part of the first round. At 2-13, they are 2 seed points behind Paula, but they are just a point ahead of Teoshbe Topa, and right now that looks like that would be the first round. That is going to be the first round matchup. It kind of just depends on how everything shakes out the rest of the season. Who knows? Sully Beach can maybe try to sneak into that 7th spot as the season comes down to the wire. Gettysburg, well, they sit 6th right now at 40.867 seed points at 8-7. They are most likely going to be a road team in the first round. 7 of the 10 teams are above 500 in Region 6B, one of the more difficult regions of the season, including Highmore, Herald, Harriet, Selby, Ipswich, North Central, Fulton area, Gettysburg, all above 500. Wakpala is also at 500 on the season. We're going to step aside, talk about the history between these two teams, as well as get that pregame conversation with head coach Susan Ruling, as we are in the 83 Ag Sales pregame show, getting us set for tip-off. We are back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Get you set for tip-off here from Gettysburg High School in Gettysburg, South Dakota. Right now, 6:24. Right now, first time Gettysburg is not under the Potter County name. And so when I explain the history between these two teams, just know you got to count Potter County, and you also got to count now Gettysburg, who is back to being just under the Gettysburg name. Taking a quick look at how these two teams entering today as the history entering today. Sully Buttes are 11-1 against the Battlers when they have had the Gettysburg name. The lone win for Gettysburg under that name was in 2010 with a final of 38-32. However, as the Potter County team, the Chargers have lost the last three meetings. Last win would come with a final of 63-52 a season ago. Chargers, again, another opportunity to maybe steal a win here. They'll have to fight it out for one here tonight. Let you look at your history between these two teams is coming up as well. We got a pregame conversation with head coach Susan Ruling. We'll try to see if we get some games from around the state going. We have a busy weekend here on our Riverfront Broadcasting stations, as well as you got the Super Bowl, you got Pierre Governor's ladies basketball tomorrow as well. I mean, it's just going to be a jam-packed weekend of high school athletics, along with some college and high school sports. That is on the stations. We'll tell you more about that as it goes on here later today. Again, I caught up with head coach Susan Ruling, and we'll get to that pregame conversation here in just a moment. We're just about 8 minutes away from tip-off of this contest. Get Wyatt Bridgeko with you, Jeremy behind the camera, and a big thanks to Emma back in the studio helping us keep things live here on the air. And I'm trying to get some scores going into this evening here for the state of South Dakota. Is a couple of teams that are battling. Speaking of Region 7, we do have a final to report, or Region 6, we do have a final to report to you. Wakpala defeated Teoshpetopa with a final of 55-38. So the Chargers right now staying above Teoshpetopa and hosting potentially a first-round game in the Region 6B tournament. Other games of interest to tell you about. Stanley County was in action yesterday, so the girls would fall, but the boys would come out with a victory as well. And that looks like that's all the games of local interest here on this Friday here as well. Pretty small slate of basketball is in the schedule for today's contest. 2-minute timeout. We got a pregame with head coach Susan Ruling. That's coming up next here on our KLXS Pier Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports as you're tuned in to the 83 Ag Sales pregame show brought to you by 83 Ag Sales.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. Its history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
We're about 4 minutes and 30 seconds away from tip-off. It is the Sully Butte Chargers battling the Battlers. I should say Lady Battlers in this one from Gettysburg High School. Wyatt Barichka with you here is we have a pregame conversation with head coach Susan Ruling. Talked about this really, again, once again, I hate to say it be that kind of guy, but it's been just the same story. A series of turnovers leading to points that kind of hurts the Chargers in certain points of the game, and you'll kind of hear that from head coach Susan Ruling, just wanting to avoid those turnovers. That is what Sully Butte is going to try to do tonight. Avoid the turnovers. And they are going to go against a scrappy team. Coach really knows that, and that will be something to kind of watch for as this game goes on. But I want to make sure we get to that pregame conversation. So with that, let's send it to head coach Susan Ruling with that pregame conversation I had with her. Back here on the 83 Ag Sales pregame show, it's head coach Susan Ruling here joining me. And coach, first off, I mean, one of those games that, you know, thought your team might be able to compete, but I mean, I don't like saying the same thing every week, but it's a stretch of turnovers that just got you guys once again.
Yeah, our turnovers are terrible. I mean, we do a lot of forcing of the ball, and we get scared and oppressed, and then we throw it away. I mean, so yeah, that's one of the biggest downfalls. I'm hoping tonight that we got the scared out of us and are ready to play some basketball tonight.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I mean, you guys aren't playing one game on, one game off. I mean, you guys kind of had a couple of days to maybe just, like, relax and kind of, you know, work on a couple of things. But, I mean, what did you guys do in those couple of days of that rest that you guys had? Maybe was it an advantage for you guys or kind of your approach to those couple of days?
We did a lot of shooting. We did some free throws, you know, worked on our offense, worked on the defensive end, worked on what they were going to be running for 2 days, you know. So I'm hoping we've got it kind of drilled into their head to what to expect tonight in tonight's game. So.
Yeah, and Coach, I mean, there's going to be opportunities. There's plenty of opportunities to get wins here down the stretch, and what a better way to play a team 30 minutes down from you guys. So let's talk about Gettysburg. What do you know about them? I know they're kind of on the youth side of things, but, I mean, still winning basketball games. What do you know from them, and what's your approach tonight?
Yeah, they're a really good team. They like to run and gun, and then they're real scrappy. I mean, they go fight for every offensive and defensive rebound. So if we don't box out tonight, they're gonna get it and they're gonna run on us, and we're gonna make sure to get back. And defense, we just gotta play really good defense tonight, you know, and just keep shooting our shots. I mean, if we're open, we got to shoot the ball tonight. We can't pass up an open opportunity to take that shot.
Yeah, you were mentioning the rebounds and the scrappiness. I mean, like that's kind of going back to the confidence that you've been trying to instill with this team. How important is that? I mean, obviously it's going to be important, but how much more amplified is it going to be tonight with confidence?
Yeah, they're going to have all the confidence in the world tonight and come out with, you know, and be physical as well and be ready to run. I mean, we don't want to run and gun with them. I mean, they don't have a lot of bench, but we also get tired in a quick hurry, too, with them. So if we keep running and gunning with them, they're going to wear us out, and we need to slow it down and run our offense.
Besides defense and rebounds and seeing confidence, what do you want to see from your team tonight, and what's going to help you guys go 1-0?
Less turnovers tonight, Wyatt.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time, and best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Wyatt.
I mean, you heard it right there from Coach Susan Ruling. Less turnovers. They had about 30 in their loss to Jones County on Tuesday, and this is the final game of the week for Sully Butte basketball. And what better way to just have that short road trip here to Gettysburg before making another road trip, or I should say, the Sully Butte girls are going to be off until next Thursday, and that will be a game back at home. We'll have that coverage for you guys. We'll tell you more as the broadcast move on throughout the night. Starting lineups and uniform reports are coming up here in just a moment. And actually, speaking of uniform reports, let's get you that uniform report. Starting with the home team in the Gettysburg Lady Battlers. They are in their home white uniforms. Gray numbers, gray lettering trimmed in red. Battlers on their jerseys with the spotted stripes on either side of their uniform. For the Chargers tonight, it's those classic road purples. Gold numbers, gold lettering. Chargers on their uniforms. It's trimmed in white. They got the gold stripe on either side with the interlocking SB on their uniform. Chargers will start going from left to right. Lady Battlers will go from right to left, as we do have a national anthem coming up here in just a moment. So actually, with that, we are going to send it to the PA announcer right now. Get you that national anthem coming up next. I guess we are not going to get a starting lineup, or not a starting lineup, excuse me. I thought we were going to get a national anthem. So let's go our starting lineups here for this one. We'll start with the Battlers. It'll look like this. It is number 3, a 5'9" senior, and Jaden Allmeyer. She'll be followed by number 12, a 5'8" freshman, and Layla Corin. It's number 15, a 5'6" sophomore in Finley Hine. Number 21, a 5'8" senior in Peyton Stevens. And to round up the starting lineup, it's number 22, a 5'8" senior, and Emma Slaughter is the head coach for the Battlers. Is under the head coach direction, Tricia Hine. For the Battlers, she is currently in her... Let me make sure I get all the information here correctly here. She is in her 5th season total as the head coach for the Battlers. For the Chargers, it looks like this, and it doesn't change here for this Friday night. It'll start like this. Number 14, a 5'4" senior in Berkeley Bernie. She'll be followed by number 22, a 5'7" sophomore senior in Jaden Yeager. It's number 23, a 5'5" senior in Avea Westfall. Skyland Kinney, number 31, a 6-foot senior who has led the scoring in the last 2 games for the Chargers. And number 32 is a 5'4" senior in Miley Weishottle. And now we are going to have a national anthem, so we will now send it to the PA announcer for the national anthem.
Should display respect for them. Spectators can support both these teams tonight by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers. We hope you'll enjoy the games and support students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. At this time, please rise and remove your caps as we pay honor to America with the singing of the national anthem by the Gettysburg High School student, Gabby Gable. Proper respect is stand at attention and place your right hand over your heart. Veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bells bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Ms. Gable.
National anthem being done there by Gettysburg High School student. And we are about set here from Gettysburg High School. Big thanks to 83 Ag Sales for helping us here get this one going here. And now your scoreboard tonight brought to you by, it is courtesy of Ringneck Energy in Venture Communications. Scotland Kenny in the center circle will take on Alan Allmeyer is again Jaden Allmeyer, excuse me. Chargers going from left to right. Gettysburg from right to left. And we are underway here from the Gettysburg High School as the Chargers do have the opening tip. Scotland Kitty from the assist of the Mayo Westfall gets the bucket going, and it's quickly a 2-0 lead for the Sully Buttes Chargers. That's what you like to see. First opportunity there for the Chargers, and they are able to convert there and win the opening tip, something that has been quite a few here this season. Chargers decide to go man-to-man defense. Up top now, it's going to be Schlocker. She'll give it up now for the Hine. Hine's shot no good. Kinney will come down with the rebound, and the Chargers, or excuse me, the Battlers will go one and done. Chargers once again leading 2-0. 45 seconds gone by. Kinney kicked out Bernie. Bernie will fire a triple for three. Leaves that one short. And it's going to be out of bounds. And last touch there by Lady Bowers. So it will be Sully Buttes basketball. 7:08 to go. Inbound goes to Yeager. Yeager loses it. It'll be a turnover by the Chargers. First one of the night. And it's going to be an easy underhand scoop layup by Finley Hine, the sophomore. And we are tied at 2 apiece here with 6:54 to go here in quarter number one. Got a doubleheader for you here on this Friday night. Kinney in the paint. Spin shot a little too high. And we'll leave it short on a one and done as Emma Schlocker, he's credited for the rebound. They'll swing it around the arc here now for the Lady Battlers. Skip pass going inside now for Stevens. Stevens kicked out. Allmeyer triple leaves it short. Rebound going to be run down there by Hyde. And a second chance here and then taken away by Sully Buttes. Kenny will slow it down as the Lady Battlers got across the timeline quickly there. Now Bernie going to direct some traffic. Weishidle now at the top. Gettysburg running man-to-man defense here in this first quarter. 20 on the shot clock for Yeager. Back to Kinney at the top. Swing it to Westfall. 6:05 to play here in quarter number one. Westfall back to Yeager. Trying to drive. Slashes the defense. Couldn't get the shot to go as she leaves it short for the Chargers. And that will be a turnover there by Gettysburg on the double dribble. So that will be their second. Chargers just one turnover here so far in the early going. 5:55 to play. We are still tied at 2 apiece here on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard. Yeager to Bernie. Bernie will give it off to Kinney at the top near that foul stripe line. It's Yeager. She'll fire from the foul stripe. We'll leave that one short. Kinney tries to save it. She does, but it's going to be no good there as Stevens is the one who gets it picked up there. Now it's going to be a foul and a bucket that's going to go in for Gettysburg by Emma Schlocker. And she'll have a chance for a 3-point play here and have a chance to go up 5-2 on that Ringneck Energy as Scotland Kinney will pick up foul number 1 here in the quarter. 3-point play is no good. Westfall will come down with the rebound. As Westfall had a really good game in their loss to Jones County. Almost had a double-double with 7 rebounds, 9 points. As that's going to be a takeaway there with 5:13 to play. And that is going to be underhand score there once again by Hine after the steal. And second turnover for the Chargers. And it's now a 6-2 lead for Gettysburg. Right now sitting 6 in the standings right now. Most likely will be a road team as Scotland Kinney in the paint puts it up again. And that might be the formula for the Chargers here this evening if they can really just get into that paint for Kinney. Again, has led scoring in the last 2 games for Sully Buttes. Triple fired high. Misses the bullseye. Will have that picked up there by Bernie. And a nice job by Bernie to wrestle that one away. Picks up her first rebound. A 6-4 deficit for Sully Buttes, and that'll be a travel on the Chargers. Turnover number 3 with 4:27 to go here in quarter number 1. Chargers trying to keep things close here, trying to just steal a game in a schedule that's really favorable going down the stretch here. Drive, Hine, shot, blocked by Kinney, rebounded by Hine. Second chance after the block, shot underneath. Shot is good by Peyton Stevens. Back up to a 4-point lead. Westfall makes her way to the near side. Hand off to Wise Schottel. Goes to the elbow. Yeager now fakes the pass one way. Now will dribble to the corner. Long pass over to Westfall. Does get it though. Backs her way into the paint. Puts up a shot. That one's going to be off the mark once again. And once again, it's going to be Schlachter who comes up with the rebound after this shot. Triple fire. No good. Kenny trying to get the rebound. And out of bounds. The rebound going to go for Sully Buttes. .335 to play. Couple of substitutions into the ball game for the Chargers. Ellie Nelson and Avery Smith are going to check in. And I thought that was going to be Sully Buttes basketball. It's actually Gettysburg basketball after that going out of bounds. Hines shot leaves it short. It is going to be Scotland Kinney who picks up the rebound. Back to Yeager. Now it's Kinney. Backs her way into the paint. Spins to the other side. Shot is a little too much there and picked up by Schlachter again. And right now, Chargers going for the attack inside. They haven't done too bad, but have missed their last couple of shots. And Gettysburg has also missed their last couple of shots. And it'll be Gettysburg basketball underneath. 3:03 to play. 35 on the shot clock after the missed shot. Inbound is going to be out of bounds, and it's going to say last touch there by Allmeyer. He's got a few players in the 8th and 7th grade, does Gettysburg. They have on their varsity roster, they have 3 on the team, 3 seniors as well for the Lady Battlers. Under 3 to play. Nelson now on the far wing, guarded in a man-to-man defense. Kinney gets it down to Smith as it was deflected away. Yeager will fire a 3. That one's going to be left short, and it's going to be a one and done for the Chargers. And quickly on the other end, Hine there for Stevens. She'll be fouled, and it's another trip to the line. We'll give this foul off to Ellie Nelson, who picks up her first. Yeah, that'll be team foul number 2 for the Chargers here. Free throw up, and it's going to be off the mark for Stevens. We'll get one more free throw here. Stevens with one more. And that free throw, he's going to be perfect, and it will now be a 5-point advantage. It is the biggest lead of the night so far. 9-4, I should say. Not 9-5 is Yeager on the pass from Scotland Kinney. Count it. Yeager gets her first bucket of the night in a 9-6 deficit. And on the other end, it's going to be Hine for 2. Right now, Gettysburg just answering what the Chargers have given them. And now Chargers are to get some more offense going here in the final 2 minutes. 11-6 your score on the Ringneck Energy and Venture Communication scoreboard. And again, a player you might need to put an emphasis on tonight for Sully Buttes has been Scotland Kinney. She's got 6 of the 8. Yeager comes up with a steal after the turnover from Gettysburg. Yeager to Smith, will follow the floor, picks up the basketball though. Now Nelson falls to the floor. She'll get it back now to Kinney, all the way to Yeager. Yeager drives, puts up the shot, and that's going to be really a tough going for the Chargers. They had to basically save the possession twice. And back down to Sully Buttes. Allmeyer, mid-range jumper, going to be no good. It's going to be rebounded, though, by Hine, and we'll get a whistle. And that'll be another trip to the line. Foul on Ellie Nelson, picks up foul number 2. 4 players getting set to check in. 3 from Sully Buttes. First free throw from Stevens. He's off the mark. The Sully County Sheriff's Office wants to remind you to be responsible going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Got one more here at a 3-point advantage. Now it'll be 4 after the made free throw. So basically exact trip of last time, going 1 of 2. And now the Battlers are 2 of 5 for the line here. Chargers have not seen the charity line yet. There's Yeager. Pass over there to J.C. Yeager. 3, no good. Yeah, going to be basically falling in the arms of Grid after the missed shot there from Yeager. Under a minute to play. Looks for the inside give, and a little too much on the pass. Will turn it over, and that'll be turnover number 4 by Gettysburg. 50.3 to go here in quarter number 1. Chargers facing a 12-8 advantage from Gettysburg. Yeager now, as we got Allie Bueller back, are in for the first time. Bernie is back in. We mentioned J.C. Yeager, who shot that 3 just a moment ago on the last possession. 18 on the shot clock. Bernie on the give. It's now Yeager. Triple from the corner. Got it to go. It's good. Jaden Yeager with 5 in the quarter. It's now 12-11. Final moments here in this first quarter. Shot clock turned off with 15 to play. It's Oster who's in for the first time after the foul trip. It's going to be Curran 3 trying to answer. That's no good. Bernie's got the rebound. Trying to push the pace. 4 seconds to go. Yeager picks it up. Yeager's going to fire with 1 on the shot clock, or 1 on the clock, and that's how the first quarter is going to end. So we have played 1 quarter of basketball, and the Chargers face a 1-point deficit. They are trailing 12-11 against the Lady Battlers. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Second quarter underway here from Gettysburg as the Lady Battlers with a 1-point advantage at 12-11. Chargers scored the last couple of buckets to end the quarter as Gettysburg's going to try to start with the score, and it's going to be an offensive foul by the Lady Battlers, and it'll give the Chargers the basketball back in the 5th turnover by Gettysburg here tonight. They'll give the foul off to Schlachter, who picks up foul number 1 on the night. Yeager has it. His Chargers will start with Yeager, Scotland Kinney, Brooklyn Bernie, Allie Bueller, and J.C. Yeager. Kinney with the move has her shot blocked and basically tipped away there and out of bounds. It will stay. Charger basketball after, well, it was really a good move there by Scotland Kinney. Just couldn't get the shot to go up. Yeager, inbound, goes to Kinney. Will look to hand it off, does to Bueller. Bueller will fire a triple. That one's going to hit off the back guy, and it's going to be a one and done for Sully Buttes. Push the pace is Schlachter after the foul. Schlachter drive near side, gives it up there for Allmeyer, who will put it up on easy layup, and it's going to be a timeout taken by head coach Susan Ruley, and that was a quick timeout here to get the second quarter going with 7:17 to go here in the first quarter, and it's a quick 30-second timeout here, just maybe trying to just kind of regain things there for a moment. So Allmeyer gets the bucket. First bucket goes to the Lady Battlers, and it's a 3-point advantage here in the second quarter. Again, boys game coming up next in a doubleheader as the Sully Buttes boys will have 3 games next week. Girls will have 2. I'll feature Thursday at home against Mulbridge Pollock, and Saturday will be in Warner. We'll take on Roncalli. Aberdeen Roncalli is the opponent for the girls. I'll have to get the boys' opponent here next in just a little bit. Chargers will turn it over. That'll be just their fourth of the game. As Coach really maybe waiting for get Westfall checked back in, or Weishidle, as we haven't said those names in a minute. Now they will go to the scores table and check in on the next stoppage of play. Billy Oster, the freshman, at the top, guarded by Bueller. Now there's a give there to Stevens. Stevens back there to Schlachter. Schlachter just passing it off to Hine. Hine will almost give Stevens a mishandle there, but regains control. Stevens, bounce pass, give inside. Allmeyer looking to give it out now, does to Oster for a mid-range jumper. No good, as Jaeger will have the box out and the rebound. Yep. 6:30 to go, 14-11. Jaeger triple off to the left and going to be brought down by Schlachter once again already in the game. 6 rebounds with a couple of points. And on the other end, Stevens will get 2. He's back up to 5. Biggest lead has been 5 so far in this one. Jaeger has it now. She'll be on the far side. Gives it to Kitty. There's a kick out to Bernie. She'll fire 3. That one's up and good. Brooklyn Bernie with a triple and cuts it back to within 2. 16-14 with 5:54 left to play. Lady Battlers have it once again as the gym starts packing up here on this Friday night. As you're joining us here on KLXS Pure Country 95.3 as we're at the 7 o'clock hour. Shot is up there by Stevens. It's off the mark. Rebounded, though, by Oster. And the bucket is going to be good for the Lady Battlers. And Schlachter, who will get the second chance there now, will have a chance for a 3-point play. And finally, Weishidle will check in as well as the Nevaeh Westfall. They're going to get the foul off there to Skyline Kitty. He picks up foul number 2. Final free throw is going to be short. And it's going to be Weishidle coming up with the basketball. It basically just goes right to her. So the 3-point play unsuccessful for Gettysburg as they're 2 of 6 from the line. Chargers still looking for that first trip of the night. Kenny, Westfall at the top. We'll go right back to Kenny. Makes a move once again. Puts the shot up. It'll hit off the back iron and dropped off to the near side. Once again, it is Schlachter with the rebound as she has it back. Drives on the defense with 3 there and will go in between everybody and lay up a deuce. It is now 20-14 with 4:54 left to play here in the first quarter. Westfall has it near side. Starting in a zone defense. Kinney shot no good once again. They're getting it to her. They just can't get the shots to go down. For the Chargers here in this second quarter right now, just 25%. They're 1 of 4 from the field. Is Sully Buttes. Gettysburg, though, 67%. And they'll make that even more with a triple by Peyton Stevens. The lead is now ballooned from a 1-point lead to start to a 9-point lead here with 4:17 to play. Davery Smith going to get brought back in on the next whistle. Jaeger drive, layup, just leaves it off the front of the iron. It looked like it was a good-looking shot, but it does not once again go back in for Sully Buttes. Oster has it. We'll bounce pass it off there to Hine. Hine will fire 3 hits off the back iron as Westfall will secure the board for the Chargers. Weishidle loses it, now regains control. Now we'll just look to give it off to somebody. Now we'll put it on the deck, gives it off to Jaeger. Jaeger's triple is up, bullseye! Jane Jaeger with a triple and a timeout spent by Gettysburg. They'll take a full 3:31 to play. It is the Chargers trailing right now 23-17. We'll be back here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 30 seconds.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Got about 3:32 to go here in the second quarter as the Chargers cut the lead to within 4, or I should say to within 6, not 4, but they have cut it to within 2. 23-17 your score. As the Chargers again trying to snap a 3-game losing streak here on this Friday night in Gettysburg. The Lady Battlers looking to make it 5 in a row, as they are now 8-6 on the season. Chargers 2-13 on the year, so still got plenty of basketball to go here. Is again, both these two teams just trying to improve the seating position, and that's going to be a steal by Weisheitel, as Weisheitel's got nobody behind her, now trailing as she just puts a little too much on the layup and will get a whistle and a foul. That was a great steal by Weisheitel. Maybe just went a little too fast and had to basically put up the shot to be quick there. And it's going to be a foul on Allmeyer. She'll pick up her first and team's second. Oster will check out, and Schlachter, who checked out for a moment, is already back in. Westfall was looking for Smith. It'll be a turnover by the Chargers. And it's high, and layup leaves it short. Westfall will come up with the basketball, but that was basically the same thing that happened. A wide shot just on this end. Just went a little too fast and left that one short. Under 3 to play here. Wide shot off the leg. Regains control. Now we'll go on the drive. Gives it off there to Westfall. She'll fire a long 2. That's going to be off the mark. And once again, Schlachter with the rebound. She's got 11 here on the night so far. Stevens 3. Count it. Stevens with 12 already in the game so far, and it's back to a 9-point lead at 26-17. Bernie has it. Nelson going to get set to check in here, as now it's Yeager quickly over to Westfalls. Going to be Bernie for 3, trying to answer that 3. Can't get the 3 to go, and it's going to be courtesy of Hine on the rebound. 2:11 to play here in quarter number 2. As Stevens drives, goes from near side to far side. Couldn't get the shot to go down. And once again, another rebound by Nevaeh Westfalls. Getting almost with a double-double on Tuesday. It was about maybe a point and 3 rebounds shy, as Weisheitel is going to fall to the floor, get some contact, and that'll be team foul number 3 on the Lady Battlers from Gettysburg. We'll get Schlachter on the foul. And just like that, Schlachter has had so many rebounds in the second quarter. Has had 7 in the quarter so far, and has already 6 points in the ball game. Yeager gives it to Kinney, tries to spin, puts up the shot. It's good for 2. Skylar Kinney with 8 already in the ball game. Final 97 seconds to go. Allmeyer looking for Schlachter on the cut now. Has to take it up to the top as the Lady Battlers are going to swing things around here. Here's a drive by Hine, left side, off the iron and good. Hine just found the lane, took it, and got the 2 points. And it's now a 9-point lead. Biggest lead of the contest. Hine will take it away from Bernie and lays it up for 2. (30-19) with 1:03 to play. It's an 11-point lead for Gettysburg. Bernie give it off to Westfall. Westfall loses it for a moment, gets it on the baseline now, gives it off to Kinney. Kinney looks now off to Nelson. Nelson trying to go underneath for reverse, but we'll get a whistle and out of bounds. It'll stay. Sully's basketball. Bernie will check out. Allie Beeler will check in with the final 49 seconds here. Westfall inbound looking. And we'll just get inbound there to Yeager. Fires a three. That one going to be left short. Bueller trying to run down the rebound, but it's Hine who will come up with it for Gettysburg. Quickly, Grin. Now we'll get it up top. Now Creighton gets it back. She'll fire a long two. And we'll leave that one short as Scotland Kinney picks up the rebound. Shot clock turned off now. Final 25 seconds to go in the second quarter here. As the Chargers trail by 11, needing a bucket to finish this half off. Kinney, hand off Yeager. Yeager looks, give it off to Nelson. 13 seconds to go. Yeager looks, finally gives it off to Kinney. Kinney off the glass, it's good with 7 seconds left to go as Scotland Kinney gets the points, cuts it to within single digits. 2 seconds to go. Hine will fire a shot, it goes in! Threw up a prayer of a floater and got it to go in, and they run into the locker room with a 12-point lead at the half. A prayer floater goes in. It's 33. Are they going to rule that a three? They did rule that a three. It is 33-21 at the halftime intermission. We'll get you some first half stats. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, get your first half stats, and go to the Lincoln Out Construction and Hawaii Grain halftime show after this 2-minute timeout on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Red Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Points in the first half gives the Lady Battlers a 12-point lead at 21-33-21 at the halftime intermission. This is your halftime show brought to you by Lincoln Out Construction and Hawaii Grade. A big thanks to them who are helping us recap the first half here from Gettysburg. Chargers were only down by one after a 12-11 being outscored in the first quarter. Gettysburg has had the lead for most of this contest as they scored 21 points in the second quarter after it ends the half with a prayer of a floater from Finley Hine to give them that 12-point lead. The Chargers would finish with 6 turnovers. Gettysburg also finished with 6 turnovers as well here in the first half. Taking a look at other numbers, again, Gettysburg, biggest lead in the contest is quite where it's at right now at 12 points. Chargers have biggest lead being at 2. We've had 1 lead change and 1 tie so far here in this one. As we are already nearing the 5-minute mark of the halftime intermission. Chargers would end the first half shooting 34% from the field. Gettysburg would finish nearing 52% from the field. So Gettysburg shooting percentage, Chargers, I mean, that's pretty average for shooting in most cases for basketball, but right now when you're shooting 51%, you're going to do pretty well in basketball games. So the Chargers are going to have to stop those. Again, not have those stretch of turnovers, but going to have to limit those even more because Gettysburg did score some of those points in that second quarter. With the steals, once again, turnovers leading to points, but the Chargers just kept everything cool and collective, and they're only trailing by 12, but are going to need a strong start to the second half. Taking a look at rebounds, I had the Chargers being out-rebounded 2-1 and 20-10 for the Battlers. And again, when you have one person with 11 rebounds in the first half, that's going to also help you. Schlocker is already 2 buckets away and 2 buckets away from a double-double on the night. She has 6 points and 11 rebounds. 60-second timeout. Speaking of individual numbers, we'll have that next here after this 60-second timeout as we're continuing your halftime coverage courtesy of Leg It Out Construction in Hawaii Grade. Back in 60 seconds.
Whitler Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitler Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers.
Continuing our halftime coverage here, brought to you by Lincoln Out Construction Hawaii. Great individual numbers look like this, starting with the Lady Battlers, 2 in double digits. Peyton Stevens with 12, Finley Hine with 13 in the half so far. Hine is 3 rebounds away from a double-double on the night. Emma Slaughter, we mentioned, 6 points and 11 rebounds. Also scoring is Jaden Allmeyer, has 2 points in the first half as well. Chargers 1 in double digits, led by Scotland Kinney. She's got 10 points in the contest, adding 3 rebounds to her stats. Jada Yeager has 8 and 1. You got Berklin Birdie with 3 so far in the first half. That's all the scoring here for this one by both of these two teams. Is again should be set up for a good second half. Again, Chargers just going to have to avoid those turnovers in that second half. We mentioned maybe make probably another thing too is just kind of getting those quick, fast-paced buckets if they are going to try to push the pace, especially on steals, just getting those bunnies to go in. So those are a couple of things you might want to see from the Chargers here in this second half as we are nearing the second half action to start. So with that, we'll take a 90-second timeout. Second half basketball on the other side of this break. Thanks to Lincoln Out Construction and Hawaii Grade for helping us recap the first half. Back in 90 seconds.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Second half action about to get underway here. Is third quarter sees the Lady Battlers from Gettysburg leading 33-21. Wybridge with you. Big thanks to Jeremy behind the camera, and a big thanks to Emma back in the studio for helping us stay on the air. Chargers basketball to start the third quarter, as they are going to need, again, a lot of things right now to go their way. They're staying in it. That's the big thing right now. That's all if you want from the Sully Beach Chargers, trying to just stay in this fight, get back into this one. Back now for the Chargers as they get the first crack at it in the second half. Westfall feeds it to Kitty for two. And that is exactly what the Chargers needed there. 33-23 your score. Back to the Battlers as they get their first opportunity here in the third quarter. Again, got 16 more minutes of basketball, and the Chargers will take that with a turnover. As again, both teams, turnover-wise, did a really good job. 6 turnovers apiece. That was turnover number 7 by the Battlers. Bernie now over the midcourt stripe. She'll make her way to the far side now to Yeager on the wing. Fakes one way, goes to Kinney. They'll work around the iron. Westfall back to Kinney. Looks, now will go on the drive. One dribble, give off to Bernie. It's now Westfall. Looks for Kinney a little too much, trying to save it. And out of bounds. It will go back to Gettysburg. So now both teams with a turnover apiece to start the second half. 7:01 to go as a minute's gone by here in the third quarter from Gettysburg High School. Ryan, who had that three to end the half there on a buzzer beater, basically just threw up a prayer floater and got it to go in. Now Stevens has it. Bounce pass to Allmeyer. Looks for the give inside. There to Schlochter. No good. Behind's able to put up a shot, but going to be no good. Weishile comes down with the rebound. 90 seconds gone by. Chargers down by 10 after the first made bucket of the quarter, courtesy of Scotland Kinney. And they're going to say Westfall travels with it. Coach really just letting you know, maybe take that pump fake next time. Again, that'll be turnover for the Chargers. Back to the Battlers. Hines got it. Now to Allmeyer. Now we'll swing it up top there for Curran. And back to Allmeyer. Now we'll look for inside give to Stevens, who will try to do the same opportunity that Scotland Kinney has been doing, but couldn't get that one to go down. It's going to be Sully Beach basketball. Westfall to Kinney. Kinney one dribble kick out to Yeager. Yeager will drive in the paint. Shots up too much off the glass. And it's going to be a one and done for Sully Butte. And Emma Schlochter is continuing her impressive night on the glass. And she'll go all the way with it and put it up for two. Has 8 points, 12 rebounds. She's a bucket away from a double-double for Gettysburg. And Bernie was looking for Yeager. Yeager didn't see it coming. Kinney to Westfall. Westfall will fire along two. It will rattle in with the shots. Nevaeh Westfall with her first bucket of the night cuts the lead back to within 10. There's give now. Hyde is on the near wing. will put up a shot long two. Has that altered. Stevens will get it. That shot going to be no good. And once again, Westfall on the glass. As Gettysburg's only scored one bucket here so far. Kenny has it, faces the bucket, one dribble off the glass, no good. Tries to get the rebound, and couldn't do so as Slaughter has gotten off the glass. Looks to go all the way. Allmeyer on the far wing. And off there, a 4 high. Now back to Allmeyer. 3 is up, left short. Bernie trying to fight with Slaughter on the rebound, and we'll get a tie up in all favor of Gettysburg. Boys game coming up next. We'll have that coverage for you right here on Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports on YouTube. We'll just keep this stream going, and we got a timeout. 4:28 left to go. It's going to be a quick 30. We'll keep it right here as the Sully County Sheriff's Office wants to remind you to be an example. Driving sober shows your passengers and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive. Don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Riverfront Broadcasting schedule continues into Saturday as we have Pierre Governor Girls Basketball as they will be hosting T-Area. And also tomorrow it's Pink the Rink Day or night for the Hawaii Capitals. Those games on our sister station at Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube, 104.5 FM, Capital City Rock. And then Sunday, for the Pierre listeners and really the entire state of South Dakota, going to be rooting for number 76 of the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots on KCCR as Slaughter will, after the timeout, get the bucket to go in. It's now 37-25 in favor of Gettysburg. Again, that Super Bowl going to be on KCCR 1240 AM 98.9 FM. And I'm going to say Jaeger traveled with it. So Chargers will turn it over for just the 9th time tonight. 4:03 to play as we are past the midway point of the third quarter. Proctor looks, has her pass tip there to Stevens. Stevens down, will just lob it up there to Hine. Hine on the drive, goes through the defense once, puts up the shot, falls to the floor, gets that shot to go in. Gettysburg just slashes the defense against this Chargers defense. That's where a lot of the points they like to go underneath or try to slash the defense. Spieler 3 out. Meyer was the one who gets the rebound there for the Lady Battlers. Slaughter going to try to drive now on Jaeger and a man-to-man. Puts up the shot. That one's going to be good. As that is a double-double night there for Emma Slaughter. Has 12 points, 13 rebounds. And Coach really going to try to avoid a long run here by Gettysburg. They've outscored the Chargers 8-4 in this third quarter so far. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 60-second timeout as well. 41-25. Gettysburg up here on KLXS Pure Country 95.3.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
3:15 to go here in the quarter. Charger basketball after the timeout. Gettysburg starting to go on a little run here as Coach Ruling just trying to minimize that run as much as possible. As they have it, Chargers looking for a bucket for the first time in a while. As Westfall going to try to do it with that layup. And we'll leave the layup short there. And it's going to be courtesy of Allmeyer who will pick it up for Gettysburg. Under 3 to play here. Doctor has it at the top, matched up by Jaden Yeager. We'll give it off now to Hine. Hine at the top. Bounce pass looking inside for Stevens. Now matched up by Nelson, who's in for the first time in the second half. Also, Allie Bueller is in as the shot's no good. Skyline Kinney will be the one who gets the rebound for the Chargers there. Bueller swinging over to Westfall. Westfall looks now. Will go back to Yeager on a really quick pass there. Now gives it off to Kinney, who will spin towards the bucket. Couldn't get that shot to go, but they are getting really good looks by Scotland Kinney here tonight. And right now has 12 points to account for. Allmeyer to Stevens. Stevens now will go for the drive baseline. Kick it there for Schlochter, and she'll be fouled on the contact there by the Chargers. And that'll put Schlochter to the foul stripe. Looks like they're going to get Jaden Yeager on the foul. That'll be just her first of the night. Team's first of the quarter. And Schlochter will make the first free throw. Sully Butte still has not made a trip to the line here tonight. This is going to be the 8th attempt for the Lady Battlers. And it's going to be no good. Wheeler just lets it go all the way to her, and will just bring it up for the Chargers with 2 minutes to go here. Yeager drive, loses it for a moment. Now we'll look to give it off to Kinney. Does. Now to Nelson on the near wing. Nelson, long pass over to Yeager, goes to the far wing. She'll fire a 3, leaves that one short. Bueller trying to run it down. It'll be out of bounds, and it's going to go to Lady Battlers. 1:42 to go here in the third. As the official did let Coach Rowling get that last second substitution. Weishaupt will check out. And it's going to be J.C. Yeager who will check in for Gettysburg. 1:36 to play here. Chargers only with 4 points in the third. Gettysburg, though, with 9. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Gettysburg. They're going to get Hine on the offensive foul. That will be her first of the evening here. Bueller has it over the midcourt stripe. 1:25 to play. Looks for Kinney, and it's going to be quickly poked away there by the Lady Battlers. It's going to be Schlochter. Throws it off the rim underneath. Gets her own rebound. Second chance. Steven, 3 up. No good. And it's going to be Jaden Yeager who will fight for the basketball, but the Battlers will get it back. Shots up. No good. Kinney will pick up another rebound on the night. She's 5 rebounds away from a double-double. 42-25 is clock is under a minute to go as Yeager was looking for Kinney. And they are going to say last touch there by Gettysburg. It'll stay. Let's see. Sully Butte's basketball actually went into the trash can. Did that shot. Charger basketball. Kinney goes for Yeager, puts up the shot, leaves it short, tries to fight for another rebound, and a jump ball will give the possession arrow back to the Chargers here. Brooklyn Birdie going to check in for Jaden Yeager. The Chargers will set up on the baseline. 45.3, shot clock separated by 10 seconds. Yeager inbound, goes to Bueller. Bueller will make her way to the top, now goes to the elbow. Bounce pass off to JC. JC was looking for Bernie, will turn it over. And it's going to be Hine who will go for the layup. Missed the layup as J.C. Yeager quickly gets the basketball back. Shot clock turned off with under 30 seconds to play here. Bernie was looking for a 3, gives it off to Kinney. Will put up the shot, and it'll hit the rubber. And it's a one and done for Sully Butte, even though they could have held for the final shot if they elected to. 12 seconds to play. Lady Battlers looking to play for the final shots. Hine, bounce pass to Schlochter. Schlochter going to drive near side, puts up the shot. No good as Kinney will give it off to Yeager, and Yeager will just fire it away with no time on the clock, and we have played 3 quarters of basketball. Chargers face a 17-point deficit at 42 to 25. Final 60 second timeout going into that fourth quarter. That's next here on Country 95.3.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
8 minutes to go. Chargers down by 17. We enter the final 8 minutes of basketball here in this girls' contest. Wyatt Barishka with you. Jeremy behind the camera. Emma back in the studio for this fourth quarter here on a Friday night from Gettysburg as the Chargers trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Hines going to start the quarter with a 3. Will miss it. Berkeley Burney will pick up the rebound for the Chargers and bring it up. She goes on the attack, goes through the defense. Layup is going to be over on the other side. It's a one and done. And quickly on the other end, Stevens is wide open. It will lay it up and in for Gettysburg. Makes it now 44-25. Chargers now near a 20-point deficit. Kinney, the Jaeger. Makes her way there. Now we'll give it off to Kitty. It's going to be a foul, and that'll be team foul number 1 on Gettysburg in the quarter. Yeah, we'll have the boys' game coming up next. They're going to get the foul off there to Layla for her first of the game. Westfall inbound it. Does to Jaeger. Wide shot along 2. Will hit off the near iron, and going to be Allmeyer who waits for the rebound. Already a minute gone by. Hine to no good. Rebound has her shot deflected. It's going to be a whistle from up top. And that will send Hine to the line. I think they just got Jaden Yeager for her seconds. That is the case. 6:55 left to go. It's going to put Hine at the line to shoot a pair, and she will make the first. The Sully County Sheriff's Office tells you to be a good citizen. Help out in your community. Your friends and neighbors make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive alive. This message for the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second free throw off the mark. Westfall secures it. And we'll bring it up. This is off to Jaeger. Jaeger looks. Weishottle in the paint. Puts up a quick 2. They'll take one bounce. And that's going to be the case. It's a one and done. Or Sully Buttes once again. Stevens now will give it off to Hine. Thought about a 3. Now we'll go on the drive in the paint. Puts up the shot. It's up and good. Hine with 18. 3 Lady Battlers in double digits here. It's actually led by Hine, who has 18. Jaeger backs her way in, and if it's going to go on one way, it's got to go the other, and they will say Jaeger used the arm on a charge call going against Jaden Jaeger. Picks up her third. Get some changes to the lineup here. And Schachter is going to check out. And it looks like it's going to be Oster who is in. 47-25 is your score. Oster has it. And the Chargers now have elected to go into a zone defense here. They'll go to that 2-3 zone with 2 minutes gone by. 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Oster, far wing, drives, floater in the paint, high off the glass. Bernie will get another rebound here in this fourth quarter. Is right now the Battlers shooting 40% from the field. Chargers looking for their first bucket. Kinney off the iron, no good. Weishottle had it, just didn't fully secure it, and it went out of bounds, and it's going to be a possession for Gettysburg. 5:36 to go. Quickly on the far side, near side is Hine. Hine now. Get it off there for Layla. Now it's going to be Oster. Stevens out of Hine. Hine with 15 on the clock. Shot clock will shoot a three. Allmeyer comes up with the rebound and a second chance for the Lady Battlers. Hine with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Now to Stevens. Stevens goes in the paint, basically walks in there. Now we'll get it back after the pass from Allmeyer. Makes a couple of moves. Now we'll give it back to Allmeyer. Up top, down to Layla. Now we'll swing it to Oster. 8 on the shot clock. Here's a three. Hine up. Back iron. Rebounded by Jaden Yeager. State now goes back to the Chargers. Scotland Kinney off the glass. He's good. 27-47 right now is your score. Scotland Kinney gets another bucket. She's got 14 on the night here for Sully Buttes. There's the give now to Stevens. Thought about a three. Now we'll just give it off there to Layla. Now back to Stevens. Stevens looks for the give inside to Oster, and we'll turn it over as Kinney gets in the passing lane. Yeager will slow it down as the Lady Battlers had a couple there that maybe swipe that one away. Inside, Kinney, she'll be fouled. And Scotland Kinney will go to the line with 3:58 to go in the fourth. Foul on Layla Cronin, who will pick up foul number 2. And Kinney at the line, who has been very good at the charity stripe this season, will make the first. This is the first trip for Sully Buttes at the line here tonight. Weishottle will check out, and Tavery Smith will check in here with 3:58 to go. Final free throw for Kinney is good. 47-29 now. With 3:50 to go here as the Chargers, again, a really favorable schedule as Hine will fire a floater. No good. Trying to get her own rebound. It's going to be finally picked up there by Smith, and a tie-up, but a foul first before the tie-up. And they'll give the foul off there to who picks up foul number 3 here in the quarter. So it's going to be Charger basketball after the foul. Bernie now quickly swings it over to Smith. Smith to Bernie, now to Westfall. Bump fake. Drives, slashes the defense. Layup is good. Nevaeh Westfall with 4 here on the day. And it's now a 16-point lead with 3:12 left to play. I know Chargers are more of a slower-paced team, but there's still plenty of time here in this fourth. Schlochter will put it up for 2. Schlochter with 15. And it's not going to help when Gettysburg just continues to answer everything that the Chargers have done here tonight. Kinney move glass up, takes a moment, goes in. And timeout taken by head coach Susan Ruley with 2:47 left to play. It's 49-33. And we'll find out what the message is after the other side of this 30-second timeout here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
49-33. Gettysburg is up with 2:47 left to go. Timeout taken by the Chargers, and anything can happen here, but a lot is going to have to come from this Sully Butte squad if they're going to try to pull off a great comeback here. We'll see what the Chargers do here. They're going to have J.C. Yeager, Jaden Yeager, Nevaeh Westfall, Brooklyn Burney, and Scotland Kinney as the 5 for the Chargers here with 2:47 to play. Gettysburg basketball, four-court pressure has now been put into effect by the Sully Butte Charger squad. Hine has it. Murray's matched up with her defensively as the Chargers will probably elect to go out of the zone now. Or no, they're going to stay in that zone, especially with the time that's left. Here's Hine, baseline, bounce pass off, and it's going to be taken away there as Brooklyn Burney gets into the passing lane and creates turnover number 10 on the Knights. Burney, Westfall, one dribble, gives it off to Kenny. Kenny will back her way up, and she'll put up the shot. It's going to be off the mark on a quick one and done, and here comes Hine, gives it off quickly to Oster, and that shot no good either. Westfall with the basketball secured on the rebound. Brings it up with under 2 to play now. Burney's three up, leaves it short. Rebound, J.C. Yeager can't get it all the way, and it's going to go all the way back to Hine. So Yeager really didn't secure the rebound. Dig was maybe looking for maybe somebody to just give it off to because she had two lady battlers there to get in with it, and it looks like Chargers are going to just stick with that 2-3 zone, and time is now not really on their side at a 49-33 score here. The Chargers are going to go to 2-14 on the season. They will be off on a shot clock expiring. Yeager gets the rebound after the missed shot, looking to go all the way with it. She does, puts it up, no good. Kinney rips away the rebound, but will step out of bounds. It'll be Gettysburg basketball. So the Chargers will drop to 2-14 on the season. Again, they will be off until next Thursday when they take on Mobridge Pollock. They'll be at home. We'll have that coverage for you on Country 95.3. As Brooklyn Burney will check out, Ellie Nelson will check in here. Gettysburg will go to 9-7, trying to stay in that race for what appears to be most likely a 5 seed or a 6 seed is where they're at seed point wise. But again, anything can change with the top of the standings in 6B. Again, Chargers are just looking to get to that first game as a home team. Stevens 3 good. And just adding on to the rest of this game here is Stevens will knock it a 3. She's got 17 as 3 players have now combined for 50 points. Yeager's 3 off the mark. And it's going to be high with the rebound, and they can let the clock wind down here, and it might be what Gettysburg elects to do here, and be a foul on J.C. Yeager. Pick up a foul. That was this third team foul. Chargers trying to go all the way until the final buzzer. And that'll be taken away there after a high inbound pass. Nelson trying to push it. Final moment. She'll fire a 3. That one going to be left short and out of bounds with 5.6 to play. Boys game coming up next. Make sure we got a quick post-game show, and we will get you set for the boys game. That will do a final of 52-33 as the Chargers fall to 2-14 on the season. A great start in the first half. Just couldn't get the scoring to go in the second half. They'll do a better job with the turnovers as it was 11 apiece there on the night. The Chargers would go 14 of 44 from the field, 3 of 4 from three-point land, and just one trip to the line here tonight. So that's where the Chargers are at right now. Scoring for the Lady Battlers, it was led by Finley behind. And looks like we have an announcement, but we'll figure out what is going on here. And
Seniors, can you come down here, please, if you're in the building?
they're figuring out they have an announcement going on. I was just making sure I'm not missing anything here. But final in this one again, scoring was led by Finley Hines. She would finish with 18 points on the night, 17 for Peyton Stevens, and a double-double for Emma Schlachter, who finishes with 15 points and 14 rebounds on the day. Two players had double-doubles and 18 points and 12 rebounds here as well, as they are acknowledging folks here in the Gettysburg High School, and a lot of the seniors coming down and acknowledging. It was the PA announcer who is getting acknowledged at the in the gym here in a standing ovation for Sully Beans, or for not from Sully Beans High School as well. That was awesome to see as well. They'll be continuing their announcements as well. For the Chargers, it was led by Scotland Kitty. She's your Yackley Ranches player of the game. She finishes with 18 points and 7 rebounds in the contest. The Bay of Eswall with 4 points and 6 rebounds. Jaden Yeager with 8 and 4. Brooklyn Birdie with 3 and 3 so far in this one. Your Colson Unsung Hero of the game, brought to you by Colson Farms. It is somebody who we might not say the name a lot here, but the unsung hero goes about their own way to make the team, to make a difference in the game tonight. Colson Farms also works with their friends, neighbors, to make sure everyone is successful as well. Take one more timeout here. We'll take a 2-minute timeout here. Is your unsung hero is going to Jaden Yeager tonight with 8 points and 4 rebounds in the contest. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout and continue our pregame show going into the boys contest next.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports. AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
My best memory of Mr. Scott is that I could hear him on the football field and anywhere in the school with his door shut.
When I was on the field, nothing was ever given. You had to earn everything, and that transferred over into like school, high school. God, I still remember his Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire. How I walked through that song just line by line. Gave the whole spiel on that. It's pretty epic. do you think Mr. Scott's legacy at this school and Better Athletic School be? Ultimate hype man, I'm going to go with that. He's new, which string to pull and when to pull it back, I'll never forget.
Back here on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're letting the rest of this play out here as they are honoring former Coach Scott here from Gettysburg High School. And so we're going to let the announcement continue to go again. He's being honored here tonight for the battlers here of Gettysburg. So we're going to send it back to the PA and let this continue to play out, and we'll get to that boys game pregame show in just a moment.
Ultimate hype man. That will be his legacy there. Tradition, we're having it, Mr. Scott's, which you'll always associate with him.
That's the retirements of someone here again. That's the retirement of Scott from Gettysburg. Congratulations to him on his retirement from Gettysburg. What a cool moment there for Gettysburg to do that during the halftime show. He's actually doing the PA work right now for today's game as well as they're finishing things up here and recapping things going on as well. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout here, and the pregame show for the boys is coming up in just a moment here on KCCR, or not, excuse me, on KLXS Pure Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Butte's athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Beach Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Red Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an eBill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
As the boys go here on this Friday night, as we are definitely behind schedule, but honoring a teacher and a coach, 41 years coaching, 41 years of teaching, as they had a little stat thing there. 34 years at Gettysburg is what they said about Mr. Scott. Hopefully I got that name correctly. It's hard to see the board when they were doing the honoring, but that's cool that they were able to do that in this one, especially in a game like this for the boys here. The Chargers coming off a win, a bounce-back win after falling to Wagner Saturday. They would get a big win over Jones County on Tuesday. Coach White mentioned the defense. I mean, a little bit of a slow start in that first quarter, and really the first half is what they said, but they got things figured out in that second half, and one of their highest scoring outputs of the season, the highest scoring output of the season. That was a final there for the boys of 84-54 on Tuesday night. And the Battlers also came out victorious. So both these two teams are coming off wins, 75-66 against Redfield, were the Battlers on Tuesday. These two teams, again, they are also fighting for regional standings. It's the Chargers, though, who have really the run. They're basically the front runners right now. I only say that because they are in first place, but they are having a huge advantage with a 3-point advantage over second place Ipswich. Again, the Chargers are 10-4, Ipswich 75. Gettysburg is 6-8 because everybody else is not above 500. Gettysburg is the third place team right now at 6-8 on the season. They are at 39.57, so they are actually within reach of Ipswich to maybe lock up a second seed with just 3 weeks of basketball left, as Coach White mentioned in our pregame conversation, and we'll have more about that in just a moment. But yeah, taking a look at the standings, this game, yes, every game is important, but this game will have more implications for Gettysburg. And also, I mean, the Chargers want to stay winning, but yeah, implications as far as who needs it more, definitely Gettysburg, but the Chargers just want to stay in that first place spot right now. They are leading the way with 43.357 seed points, 10-4 on the season. Again, Chargers have been going through a tough schedule here in this middle portion of the season. They just have 6 games left. That's crazy to think about when you mention the 10-4 record. Gettysburg also with just 6 games remaining on the season. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll get you some more updates of what's going on here for Sully Butte High School here on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 2 minutes.
Whitler Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitler Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers. Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck, Chargers, on a winning season.
It will be a few meetings these two teams have had, but again, it's been the Chargers in the last 2 as they were Potter County, on their previous few seasons. But Sully Butte won the last meeting 61-55. And under the Gettysburg name, the Chargers have swept the Battlers from 2006 to 2012. The last win for Gettysburg as Potter County, 2024, winning 54-43. So Chargers looking for their 3rd win in a row against the Gettysburg, under the Gettysburg/Potter County name. That's the history between these two teams. Taking a look real quick at some scores of some updates around the state for the boys. Games of interest. Speaking of those games, again, double checking, but Pure Governor boys are off tonight as this is the only game area that is actually going on here today. I mean, Region 6B, you can look at Teoshbe-Topa taking on Flandreau Indian. That's a 10:30. That was a 10:30 a.m. start at the Dakota Oat Challenge, and there was another game that took place at Wapala versus Teosina. Those have not been reported yet, but yeah, no local games besides this one here tonight. So it should be set up for a very, very fun game between these two squads. I caught up with head coach Brian White. We will have that conversation here in just a few moments here as well. Talked about last game, talked about how he did want to see improvement on the defense. He wants to really see a full, complete game on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, all the turnovers happened, but it was Jones County up after 1. And what was Chargers looking for? I believe it was their 18th win in a row at home. So it was something Coach White just wanted to see, and knowing how the defense, I mean, it's going to have to help them down the stretch for the rest of this season. So we'll take that time out here, and we'll be back in 90 seconds. Have that pregame conversation with head coach Brian White next here on Country 95.3. We're back in 90 seconds.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
Back here on the 83 Ag Sales pregame show, it's head coach Brian White of the Sully Buttes Chargers. And, Coach, I mean, despite a slow start in that first quarter, I mean, you guys just scoring-wise, I mean, just kind of took off there. Maybe what were some key takeaways after that win on Tuesday?
Yeah, we really didn't defend very well in the first half. So that was a little concerning for me. And that's where a lot of our focus has been the past couple practices going into that one. So we were really concerned with how we were going to defend and how well we could defend and doing the things that we needed to do to defend better. So that was a little concerning. And then honestly, our freshmen, like when our freshmen came off the bench with Lil Barb and Miles, like they changed the entire game. I mean, they came in and Breton was all over people, defending everywhere, getting stuff done. And then we have Miles doing the same thing. And those two, their energy just changed everything for us. And all of a sudden, we took off and great things happened, you know. Our ability to score to the ball has never really been my concern. It's can we get stops when we need to. And those guys gave us that energy, and the rest of the game we were able to kind of get some stops and do some things. But tonight will be a big one. Like, can we get stops when we need them? And that's what we're trying to do. If we can start doing that, we'll be a much better basketball team.
I was going to say, Coach, I mean, when a game like that, when the teams are just kind of giving you the ball in some cases, I mean, defense, especially not being able to maybe get as many turnovers, but maybe defending, tough shots or, forcing things that they don't want to do. I mean, those are maybe some emphasis you're looking at with your team.
Yeah, our group is capable of doing those things to kind of create some turnovers and put pressure on people. And when we do that, we're pretty good. When we've let people kind of move the ball where they want to go and do what they want to do offensively, we're not near as good. So we're just in the process of trying to flip that switch and get that back to where we want it to be.
Well, Coach, I mean, also this is your last game of the week. I mean, you guys have been able to get a little bit more rest. It's not one game on, one game off. I know the players want to play the games, but I mean, just how nice is it maybe kind of slow down a little bit and not only have like a week like this where you only have 2 games?
Yeah, it was kind of nice, having one off, having a day off yesterday, and then we'll get the full weekend off. We were able to really take a lot off Wes's ankle. He practiced pretty hard on Wednesday, like a regular practice, and then we kind of gave him all of yesterday off, just to try to help him get healed up. Like you can tell he's still legging along there and just he's grinding right now, and he's definitely not fully healthy. He's probably at about a 75% right now, maybe. I mean, but he's a competitive kid. He's not giving anything up. That's how he's gonna play, and he's gonna compete no matter what. And he's not gonna make an excuse. But getting him that rest hopefully kind of helps us elevate our team a little bit, because we all know if he's really good, it helps us be better, and just a little less on the legs for some of our other guys. Jet and Easton, this is the first time they've played a full season like this that's this long and this grueling, where they go from football and they're playing a bunch of minutes, and now they're straight into, and then you get straight into basketball, and it's a grind, and it's hard on your body, and just that little rest can help kind of take you to another point.
Well, Coach, let's get into this one. It's Gettysburg, and what do you know about this Gettysburg squad and kind of your approach to tonight?
They're going to play fast. They're going to press us all over the place. I mean, it's going to be run and jump. It's going to be fast, crazy. They're going to shoot a lot of threes. We're going to have to rebound the basketball really well. Like, there's going to be a lot of long rebounds, and we got to go get some of those, and we got to keep them off the free throw line and keep them from shooting layups. If we do those things, we'll give ourselves a chance. And
as always, Coach, I'll ask you this question. You kind of said it, but kind of the go-to. What's going to make you guys go 1-0 today?
We got to defend. We really have to defend better than we have. That's going to be a key. We're going to have to take care of the basketball because they're going to trap us all over the place. And then, if we defend, take care of the ball, and then if we can finish with rebounds, we'll give ourselves a great chance to win.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time and best of luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
For taking some time here is Chargers tonight going to be in their road purples, gold numbers, gold lettering trimmed in black with the thin gold stripe on either side. For the Battlers, they'll be in their home whites, gray numbers, gray lettering trimmed in red here for their uniforms tonight. Battlers across the jersey. Sully Buttes have got the Sully Buttes on their uniforms. We'll have a starting lineup, so it's going to look like this, and we'll start with the Battlers for them under the direction of head coach. I should make sure I say this correctly. Head coach Bryce Hall. He's the head coach for the Battlers. He is in his 13th season as the Battlers head coach. He's coached around 30 years in all, so long time coaching for Coach Bryce Hall. But yeah, in his 13th season for the Battlers. For their starting lineups, it's going to look like this. He'll start at number 0, a 6'2 sophomore in Jack Simmons. He'll be followed by number 3, a 6'2 junior in Mason Gable. It's number 4, Jaron Chase, a 5'7 senior. Number 5, a 6'1 junior in Jensen Schwarber. And to round out the starting lineup, it's number 13, a 6'3 junior in Boston Brown. That is your starting lineups. Again, we mentioned Bryce Hall as the head coach, under assistant coach Micah Baldwin. Big thanks to him for reaching out and responding to the surveys we send out every week. For the Chargers, it looks like this. It is number 3, a 6'3 freshman. It is Easton Moore. He's followed by the 5'8 sophomore at number 10. Can shoot it from anywhere. It's Jet Yackley. Number 15, the scorer of this team, leading scorer at 6'1 senior, number 15, Wesley Whitler. It is number 20, Gavin Colson, a 5'10 senior. And to round up the starting lineup, he can take the charges, and he gets all the rebounds. It is James Miles, that's a 6'2 senior for him as well. Head coach Brian White for Sully Buttes. We got Jesse Whitler and also Sefner is the assistant coaches for the Chargers as the lineups are getting introduced here, and we are set from Gettysburg. Wyatt Barichka with you as we are past the 8 o'clock hour on KLXS Pure, Country 95.3 and online at Country 95.3 Sports as we get you set for one more game in this doubleheader as we are just moments away here. Easton Moore going to stand in the center circle. We'll find out who it is for the Battlers in just a moment. In those final, just talk through his final team huddles. It'll be Easton Moore and Jack Simmons. Chargers going from left to right. Battlers from right to left. And just like that, tip off at 8:12. We're underway as the Battlers control the opening tip. Going from left to right. Again, this is going to be a team that is going to trap the Chargers quite a bit. Defense getting the early test here as the Chargers will start with a poke away by Whitler as he gets it off the pass from Colson. Lays up a little, missed the easy body. And Wesley Whitler will wish to have that one back the next go around. They actually changed the starting lineup for the Battlers. It's actually Joseph Stanley, the freshman, who is in for the Battlers, and both teams will start with a missed shot as Easton Moore secures the rebound. Still 0 apiece, 30 seconds gone by. Whistler drives in on the far side, hits the rubber, and once again, it's a one and done for Sully Buttes. And the defense getting tested here is Coach White. Be more relaxed off on the bench on the coaching side of things. There's a foul after a second chance opportunity by Joseph Stanley. And trying to see who the one starter is that's not on there. Looks like it's Boston Brown who was supposed to start tonight, according to what my survey said. But either way, the Battlers have 5 on the court as James Miles picks up foul number 1. And it's also going to be a miss on the free throw from Joseph Stanley. Already 3 rebounds in the contest. Stanley with one more. Fires the first or second one. And just like that, it's a 1-point lead for Gettysburg as the first points come courtesy of a free throw. Full court press. Whitler quickly over to Colson as they break that timeline. Colson, baseline, skip it over to Miles. Now kick out there to Yackley. Yackley looks, trying to get the pass off. Was throw it up there for Whitler. Quickly over to Colson. As these traps are coming in, the Chargers will turn it over. Here is a layup courtesy of Jaron Chase. It's 3-0 Battlers from Gettysburg. Chargers right now the number 1 team in Region 6B. Gettysburg at number 3. Whitler, kick out. Yackley fires a triple, and the Chargers are on the board. Tied at 3s here on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard. 3 apiece, 6:15 to go in quarter number 1. There is a give quickly there to Simmons. Simmons is going to be offensive foul. Got a little of the contact on the arm, and that is enough for the charge call. Or the offensive call, I should say. As he will pick up his team's first of the quarter. Gettysburg bring that pressure. They are like the Chargers with speed on this roster. Whitler over to Moore, quickly over to Yackley on another catch and shoot 3. Leaves it short as Miles was trying to get the rebound. And I'll be out of bounds. 5:56 to go. And quarter number 1 here from Gettysburg High School. The shortest trip for the Chargers all season on the road. Drive here now from Zoidberg. As that one's going to be no good. Wesley Whitler picks up the rebound for the Chargers. Quickly, Miles to Moore. The contact there from Simmons, and that'll be Easton Moore who will go to the line as they'll have the second foul there on Simmons, and we'll have to get a substitution. Now they'll bring in Boston Brown. Moore gives the Chargers a lead with the first free throw. Yeah, one more here with 5:34 to go. The Sully County Sheriff's Office says to be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the facility. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Moore goes 2 for 2, and the Chargers have a 2-point advantage with 5:26 to go here in the quarter. Chase gives it off on the handoff. Give there to Schwarber. Schwarber now will skip pass over to Gable for 3. Hits the back iron. Falkenhagen's into the game for the first time, and he'll secure his first rebound of the night after the missed triple there from Gettysburg. Whitler on the drive goes and can't get the shot to go as he'll put up another one, and he will miss both shots there. Does Wesley Whitler. Gettysburg has it, and timeout spent. It looks like frustration definitely on the defensive side. Both teams trying to get things going here in the defensive side of the first quarter. It's a quick 30-second timeout here. As Chargers just 1 of 6 from the field to start things off. Gettysburg is 1 of 4 from the field. So only 2 shots made from the field. Rest have come courtesy of the charity line. Cooper Falkenhagen checked in just moments ago for James Miles, and All Stu kind of repeats. Kind of rotation of how frequent those two rotate. 4:56 to go. As the Battlers will have it after the timeout. They spent their first, they're down to 4. And got some, looks like water on the court, but they got that cleaned up real quickly there. Schwarber has it. Now we'll bounce pass off there to Brown. Brown will fire a triple. Clicks off the back iron as Moore picks up the rebounds and basically lands right in his hands for the Chargers. Drive now. Moore will put it off the glass. That will roll off the iron and good. Easton Moore with a quick 4. It's now 7-3. Moore has scored the last 4 points for the Chargers here. Schwarber gives it off now to Chase. Chase is at the top of the man-to-man defense. Matched up there by Colson. Drive. Chase. Paint. And another drop of the shoulder. So the officials are going to be calling that quite a bit here. It looks like they are going to emphasize that shoulder dropping, and Chase will pick up foul number 1. Full court press by the Battlers. Falkenhagen will give it off to Whitler. Whitler over to Colson. That was really not putting too much pressure on that full court press, just enough to make the Chargers maybe make their own mistake. Yackley to Colson. He'll give it back to Yackley. It's the Battlers in his own defense. Whitler's 3. No good. Falkenhagen trying to get the rebound. Falls through the floor. And out of bounds. Will stay with the Chargers as Brown was basically laying on it with 3:49 left to go. Inbound for Moore on the baseline near side. Inbound will go to Yackley. Yackley looks, feeds it off to Moore. Moore will fire it from the elbow. That one's going to be no good. It's going to be Gable who will pick up the rebound for the Chargers. Quickly on the other end, going to be a foul on Yackley as the Battlers try to push the pace there, and that will send Schwarber to the line. Yackley picks up team foul number 1, or personal foul number 1, team foul number 2. And just like that, second trip for the Battlers at the line is Schwarber's first free throw. It's off the iron. Yeah, we'll get one more free throw here after this one. Free throw up. And no good as Wesley Whitler is able to secure the basketball for the Chargers. Quickly is Yackley. Yackley almost falls. Now gives it off to Colson. Colson, kick out to Yackley. Yackley on a long pass over to Moore. He'll fire a 3. Got it to go in. Easton Moore, have a start to your day. 7 points and 2 boards. On the assist from Colson, or from Yackley to Moore for the shot is Chase will have that go out of bounds. That's turnover number 2 by Gettysburg. With 3:07 to play, we get a substitution. Is checking in is Tyson Igler. 3:10 your score, courtesy of an Easton Moore triple. Moore quickly over to Colson. Colson now going to try to drive. Now he'll back his way up. Back to Moore. Swings it up top to Yackley. Whitler's going to fire a 3. That one no good as he leaves it short as Schwarber picks up the rebound. Chargers just 27% from the field in the first. Gettysburg is 20% from the field. Shot no good. Second chance is off the mark. And we'll get another whistle and another foul on Gettysburg. Whitler got the rebound. Foul going to go against the Battlers as Whitler picks up foul, or rebound number 4. Let's see who the foul is on. It looks like they're going to give... Not sure who the foul is on. We'll have to get that in just a moment. And they won't show it on the scoreboard. So either way, it's a foul on Gettysburg. They picked up team foul number 3. There's a give to Yackley. Yackley now to Moore. Moore will swing it back to Yackley. Bounce pass off now to Carson Miles, who's in for the first time. Moore is in for Whitler. Here's a 3 from Colson. Count it. Chargers already up by 10 with 2:15 to go here in the first. Chargers man-to-man defense right now. Not too bad. They are getting the easy shots, and we'll get a foul on the reach. I believe you're going to get more on the arm. No, they're going to get Yackley with his seconds. So just like that, Yackley is going to have to check out. And Wesley Whitler with his quick rest is back in. And definitely the frustrating part when you're already 2 fouls in and you haven't even played a full quarter of basketball, as the inbound play is going to be tied up. The arrow's going to favor the Battlers after the missed long 2 there. And the Battlers will just try again from their baseline. Brown will inbound it for Gettysburg. Get it in there to Gable. Gable now. Pass out of Brown. Brown will go baseline and another whistle. And another foul on the Chargers. Easton Moore picks up foul number 1. With 1:57 to go now. The Battlers will try for a 3rd time now. Drive and another whistle. This one is going to go against Carson Miles, and that's bonus for the Battlers. And it looks like they are emphasizing the contact there now. We'll see at the line there, it's Gable who is making his first trip, and will finally get more points added on to the board. It's their 3rd made free throw of the contest so far. Battlers are right now 2 of 5 from the line. 2nd free throw is no good. Whitler secures the rebound as he's already got 5 boards in the early going here for the Chargers. 13-4 your score with 1:43 left to go and another whistle. Out of bounds will just stay Sully Buttes as Gavin Colson will inbound it. Miles to Moore, now to Whitler. Whitler will swing it up top now to Colson with 15 on the shot clock. Whitler give now to Moore. It's back to Whitler at the top. Colson with 8 on the shot clock. Colson drive. He'll put it off the glass. He'll take a few bounces and drop in. Gavin Colson with 5 in the first. 15-14 your score. 1:12 to play in the quarter. Gable gets one person to jump and will make it. It's their 2nd field goal of the night. As Gable's got 3. Quickly are the Chargers. Balkenhagen to Moore. Moore will quickly swing it over to Miles. Miles back now to Colson. Chargers just swinging around right now. Colson's going to fire a 3. Why not? As he's going to make another one. He's got a couple of 3s in the quarters. The Chargers are having a great shooting in the first quarter, but that's the Chargers. I mean, their shooting really helps everything go. They are really just letting the offense do its thing. Normally, you like their fast-paced style, but as of late, and the Gettysburg Battlers will throw it away. Just their way of pacing things. And Yackley is going to check in here for the final 26.6. And I know this is more of a... You're going to get the final shot here if you're the Chargers. Shot clock turned off with 25 seconds left to go. We're looking for either Yackley or Whitler here in these final moments. Also, Brenton Barber is in for the Chargers. Whitler's going to hold it here. 10 seconds to go. Yackley, give off there to Whitler. Whitler's going to swing it over to Yackley. 3 with 5 on the clock as he tries to fall to the floor. It's not going to go in. It's Gable will pick up the rebound and will let it just go to the buzzer. We have played 1 quarter of basketball. The Chargers have an 18-6 advantage. After one, we'll be back here in 60 seconds on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
The Sully Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, Fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Yag-Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag-Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag-Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Back here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. Second quarter underway here as Miles has a wide open three. It goes in and out, and then it goes back in. As Carson Miles gets his first points of the night, and the Chargers out to a 15-point advantage. And the Chargers poke it away. Last touch by the Chargers. It will stay in Gettysburg, but what a start for the Chargers offensively here. Surrendering 6 points to ain't too shabby defensively. And we'll see how the Chargers respond defensively after a couple of tough stretches of defensive basketball as of late. Here's a give now to Gable. Gable is at the top looking to give it inside there for Stanley. Couldn't do so. Now it's going to be on the drive, Gable, and a foul. And free throws coming up. Gavin Colson picks up the foul. Be his first, team's first of the quarter. And at the line will be Gable, who was 1 of 2 in the last quarter. The Battlers are 2 of 6. And make it now 3 of 7. Got one more free throw here. No changes yet. Barber, Miles, Falkenhagen, Whitler, and Colson are the 5 for Sully Buttes. Second one, no good. Rebound, Falkenhagen. As Falkenhagen picks up board number 2. He's got it now on the other side. Gives it back out to Colson. Colson zipped it there to Barber. Barber back to Colson with 7:03 to go in the second. Whitler off the glass as he's underneath and puts it in. That is the first bucket for Wesley Whitler here in this game. He's been in the 20s for most of the season. And again, the low scoring as of late. But again, he's been having a lot of help on the other end. 3 here. That's going to be missed there by Brown. And I'm going to say the last touch there by the Chargers, are going to say. Coach White is asking for maybe an explanation on that one. So Brown is going to inbound it. He will do so and get it in there for Chase. Chase back now to Stanley. Gettysburg just trying to set things up here. Back now to Brown. Brown looking for the feed, does, but it's going to be taken away there as Moore comes up with it, falls to the floor as he was trying to just go with it as he was picking it up and then falling to the floor. So got a hot potato falling on the floor. It's finally picked up in a timeout by Gettysburg. Just to slow things down with 6:11 to go. And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 23-7 your score. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
23-7, your score. Timeout taken by the Battlers from Gettysburg as things were maybe starting to go a little too fast for the Battlers for Sully Butte. They were just getting everything to go their way right now. The Battlers are really just getting their points from the free throw line. They've made 3 of their 7 points from the line, just 2 buckets made from the field. Chargers are 47% of 8 to 17 from the field. The Battlers just 2 of 10. And Gettysburg will have the basketball after the timeout. White Bridgeco with you, Jerry behind the cameras. We're at 8:33 now from Gettysburg. Emma in the studio, making things live on the air. Chase loses it, turnover by the Battlers. Whitler has it, trying to go all the way with it, loses it for a moment, so he has to give it up there. Now it's Colson. We'll swing it now to Barber. Back now to Moore. Swing it to Whitler. He'll fire a 3. That one's going to be left short. Falconing trying to fight for the rebound. Still fight for it. It's picked up there by Whitler. So really a nice job by Falconing just to really make that hard for Gettysburg to get it. But Whitler's the one who ends up with the rebound there for the Chargers. Colson with 20 on the shot clock. He's on the near side, makes his way to the top, goes through the paint. He'll have his shot deflected there by Gable. Now Barber gets it there. Whitler, drive, kick out, Moore. Triple is up. It hits the back iron. And it's going to be finally brought down. A couple of chances for the Chargers, and just no points come out of that last possession there. Stanley. Knocked up by Falconing. And Stanley's on the drive, and they'll call blocking foul with 5:01 to go on Cooper Falconing, and picks up his first of the night. 3 Battlers will check in. Jack Simmons will check in. Also, Trayson Ziegler, and also in for the first time, Kobe Falconing. Inbound now will go to Gable. Gable will swing it up top for Ziegler. Ziegler, Brown, one man goes. He'll put up a shot, and that one will go in. Brown with his first bucket of the night. It cuts it to 23-9. Whitler, pass over now to Colson. Colson now will go inside for Whitler, who has a lane. Nice pass there by Gavin Colson to Wesley Whitler. Basically, if he zipped it through those 2 defenders, that was an easy bucket, and that's what Whitler does there. Out of bounds. Could be last contact there by the Chargers. James Miles will check in for Cooper Falconing with 4:24 to go. We'll get Falconing on the inbound. Swing it now to Simmons. Now we'll keep swinging around here. Falconing has it. Baseline kick out now for Gable. Gable looking for the skip pass. Whitler deflects it. Picked up though by Brown. 10 on the shot clock. Give. Long 2 from Simmons. No good. Whitler will come down with another rebound as he's got 4 points. 6 rebounds. Under 3 to play. Here's Whitler. Whitler will give it off now to Barber. Swing it to Moore. Is right now Chargers just passing things around here. Whitler's going to fire a 3 from the corner. Knocks it in. Wesley Whitler with 7 on the day. It's 28-9 with 3:35 to play. Fowler's just trying to get a score, some kind of bucket here. It's been a while since they got in their last buckets. Has that one poked away there from 7. Gets it. He'll try to put it back up and will put it in. Chargers almost got another turnover there, but the bounce favored Gettysburg, and they're able to put one in the hoop. Barber now gives it off to Moore. Now up top there for Whitler. Colson now with 3 minutes to go. Back now to Barber. They'll just swing it around here. Gettysburg just playing that 2-3 zone right now. Colson goes on the drive, loses it out of bounds, and they're going to say it's last touch by Gettysburg. So Barber will check out. Yackley's going to come back again. He's playing with 2 fouls, but the officials are saying that's last touch by Gettysburg. And they'll just try this again. Whitler to Colson. Colson drive in the paint, bounce pass off to Miles, off the glass, no good. Miles, though, will be fouled, and they're going to wave off the shot, and they're going to say a travel call. Let's say Miles took just the tiniest of steps. And these officials are on it here tonight, and Coach White is maybe expressing the dissatisfaction, I should say, of what he's seen from his perspective so far. 28-11 on the backdoor cut. Falkenhagen got it to go in. That is Colby Falkenhagen with his first bucket of the night, and Gettysburg slowly within 15 quietly as the Chargers were up by at most 19. Whitler 3 though, no good. That is Gable, or is Schwarber once again on the rebound. 2:10 to play. Falkenhagen matched up by Yackley. Now we'll give it off to Simmons. He'll fire a 3. That one's no good. Whitler rebound once again there. He is going to be on his way to a double-double night there. Yackley has it, picks up his dribble. 3 battlers there as Yackley's able to give it up. Whitler to Moore. Swing it to Colson. Colson back up down to Whitler. Whitler zips it over to Miles. Miles back down to Yackley. 17 on the shot clock. Yackley, the Chargers are throwing long passes. That is not going to be a good recipe throughout the night. Yackley, Colson, pump fake, 5 on the clock. Colson, back out Yackley. One way, he'll put up a floater that goes in as shot clock expires. Yackley, who have had to sit out for the majority of this second quarter, is able to get that floater go in as shot clock was just expiring. And now Schwarber on the other end will answer with a 2. Coach White not electing to use those timeouts yet. Chargers up by 15 here with a final 64 seconds. Yackley, another 3. That one's going to be off to the right, and I'll go out of bounds. We missed 3 there. Chargers 6 of 14 from three-point land. And we'll see Joseph Stanley back in for Gettysburg. Checking out is Jack Simmons. James Miles out. Falkenhagen back in. 30-15 the score. Here's a drive, and they're going to have a traveling call. So that is turnover number 5 for Gettysburg. Chargers will have it with the shot clock separated by 15 seconds. Moore was looking for Falkenhagen, and it will just be out of bounds. And last touch by the Battlers. 43.9. Chargers will just restart everything, this time from the sideline, though. Colson picks up his dribble, give it off there to Whitler. Whitler on one dribble. Now he'll make his way to the far side. Back to Colson. Colson now drives, had Miles, and another whistle and an offensive foul. Falkenhagen picks up foul number 2. And Easton Moore will check out. And James Miles will quickly check back in for Falkenhagen. Falkenhagen had a tough go in that JV contest and was really in foul trouble for the majority of that JV contest in which he started in. Fowlers will lose it, and there'll be another whistle on the Chargers. So that is the 4th team foul on Sully Buttes. They are going to get Carson Miles with his 2nd. Battlers will inbound from the baseline. Inbound will go to Sawyer. He's matched up by Colson. He'll fire a 3, leaves it short. Whitler comes up with it, 15 seconds to go. Whitler going to try to push the pace here. He's been the scorer here in the second quarter. Whitler will be fouled with 8 seconds to go. The good news is for Gettysburg, that was just their first team foul. They've gone the whole quarter without a foul, and now you got Easton Moore and Jet Yackley in. Colson looking to inbound. Inbound will go to Yackley. 8 seconds on the clock. Yackley swinging to Whitler. Whitler step back, fires a three with 2 seconds to go. Takes a bounce, hits the top of the backboard. And we will have just a couple of ticks on the clock at .8. Barber and Carson Miles will check back in here more for the defensive part of this. And I'll do it. Prayer shot doesn't go in, and the Chargers up by 15. At 30-15 is your lead. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Get you some first half numbers next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
It is halftime here from Gettysburg High School. And your halftime score right now, the Chargers up by 15 with a score of 30-15 here at the half. Lincoln Out Construction, OIE Grain halftime show, bringing us a recap of the first half. Quickly, though, Brett Spray Service letting us know what's going on around Sully Butte High School. Tomorrow is the only day of sports going on with boys wrestling at the Redfield Invite. That's a 10 a.m. start. There was girls wrestling tonight at the Big Dakota Conference meet. That is at 4 o'clock. Monday is going to be a Agar Blunt Oneida School Board meeting. That's about a 6:30 start time as well. So that is all what's going on around Sully Butte High School. Brought to you by Brett Spray Service. Big thanks to them for their Sully Butte High School Student Council report. Chargers with 30 points in the first half, 18 in the first, just 12 in the second. Gettysburg improved from quarter by quarter, going 6 in the first, 9 in the second. We had 2 lead changes, 1 tie that occurred in the first half. 5 turnovers for Gettysburg, 3 for the Chargers unofficially in the first half, as the Chargers are shooting really well here. But Gettysburg, we'll start with them first. They're going 6 of 17 from the field to start the first half at 35%. They are currently right now at 0 of 5 from 3 and just 3 of 8 from the charity stripe. Chargers just 1 trip to the line, 2 of 2 so far. They are 11 of 26 unofficially from the field at 42%. A pretty good shooting day, 6 of 15 from three-point land. It helps when you got those three-pointers just going left and right here in the first quarter. Rebounds, I had the Chargers at 12 and Gettysburg at 9. That is your team stats. Biggest lead for the Chargers at 19. That was when the Chargers were leading at 28-9. Biggest lead for Gettysburg was 3-3. So that is your recap of the first half, team number wise. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. Individual numbers next here on KLXS Beer, Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Butte's athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Take a look at individual numbers here in our first half as the Chargers lead 30-15 on your Hawaii or your Lincoln Out Construction and Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Also Lincoln Out Construction your halftime. Ringneck Energy and Venture Communication, I should say. Individual numbers for the Battlers. They have multiple in scoring numbers tonight. Jack Simmons with 2. We got Mason Gable with 4. Jaron Chase with 2. Swarber with 2, Falkenhagen with 2, Boston Brown with 2, and Stanley with 1 in the contest so far. For the Chargers, led by Leslie Littler, or Gavin Colson, I should say, 8 points. Wesley Littler with 7, Carson Miles with 3, Jet Yackley with 5, and Easton Moore with 7 in the first half of this one. Second half action coming up. Chargers, doing pretty good right now. Defensively, I think you're a little bit happier for the Chargers defensively in this one so far, but we'll see. Got to get the scoring up there, though. We'll see. Definitely, I'm sure the Chargers will continue that if they get those good turnovers that they've been doing here in the early stages of this one. Chargers 30, Battlers 15. We're back in 90 seconds for the second half here on Country 95.3.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Butte Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Red Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an eBill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Chargers going to add the basketball defensively, I should say. They will start defensively with the basketball. Gettysburg will get it first here. They'll flip sides. Gettysburg going from left to right, Chargers right to left as they lead by 15. 30-15 on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communication scoreboard. The Battlers starting with it. Same starting five for both teams. Here to start the second half is the Battlers. Just waiting for the officials, and just like that, we're underway here. Chase will get the inbound and take it over the midcourt stripe. As the Battlers will just turn it right over. Wettler just went high up for that. Colson gets it. Now he'll just go for the drive, give it off to Moore. Now swing it to Yackley. Pump fake. Bring it back down to Moore. Chargers just swinging things around right now. Skip past Colson. Battlers running a 2-3 zone right now. Whitler goes underneath. Kick out. Yackley with 13 on the shot clock. It's now Colson's shot. No good. Fight for the rebound is going to be picked up by Simmons. And Simmons looking to go all the way with it. He can't get that one to go. And it's going to be Colson who comes up with the basketball for the Chargers. Back now to Sully Buttes. Up top now is Colson. He'll swing it over to Yackley. Drive. Spin. Kick out Colson. Another three. That one also going to be left short. And once again, it's a Battlers rebound. Courtesy that time by Stanley for the Battlers. And that will be almost turned over there. They'll save by Schwarber. Schwarber. Kick out now to Stanley. They'll bounce pass off down to Simmons. Simmons, deuce is good. 30-17. The lead is cut down to 13. Biggest lead was 19 on the Ringneck Energy Venture Communication scoreboard. Moore has it. He'll go baseline and look to give it off there to Whitler, who will lose it. Turnover there by the Chargers. And here come the Battlers. Chase, drive. Getting a little bit of contact and puts it in. And the Battlers have cut it to within 11. Timeout taken by the Chargers, as they are now only up by 11. As we want to give a big thanks to this broadcast courtesy of the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They want to remind you to be responsible, whether going to the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits on the highways. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Even if it's a short drive too, they want to remind you to be responsible here on this Friday night. And really all weekend as well, especially with the Super Bowl coming up. They want to make sure everybody's staying safe out there. You all know the festivities that include Super Bowl Sunday. Well, they've been trying to mention maybe there's an idea of putting that game on Saturday, the Super Bowl. Yeah, Jeremy just gave me the look, exactly what my look would be. That would be disappointment. I always advocated for that holiday, but that's just my opinion. Let's get back to the action. Chargers basketball with 5:55 to go here on the Venture Communication Ringneck Energy scoreboard, as Whitler is going to be fouled, and he is going to go to the line with 5:49 to play. His first foul going to be courtesy of Joseph Stanley, and that'll be the first team foul for the Battlers. Whitler is at the line, who has not attempted the free throw yet in this one. As soon as I say that, he'll miss the first. Now, they're apparently trying to get like an extra week in the season for the NFL. And then also, if you want to put the game on Saturday, I think Saturday is just insane, but that's just my opinion. Bears own Gray Zabel will be playing his first Super Bowl for the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be on our KCCR radio station, KCCR Radio, 1240 AM, 98.9 FM. 5:35 to go here. Battlers, another three. That one short. Picked up and wiped away there by Wesley Whitler. Battlers have made their first couple of shots now, and the Chargers will look like we're going to try to maybe go away with it. Are now up by 14 at 33-19. Up top, Stanley. He's going to say, why not take a three when I have the chance? It's going to be no good. Schwarber gets the rebound. And then it's going to be taken away by the Chargers. There's a three from Whitler. That's off the mark, and it's a quick one and done. Let me see Gable getting the rebound. 4:44 to go here. Quickly underneath. Will spin, put up a shot there, courtesy of Simmons, and that's also going to be no good. So everybody just now starting to cool down just a little bit. We'll see Cooper Falkenhagen check in on the next whistle. One battler going to get set to check in. It looks like Brown going to be set to check in. Yackley, three shorts. And Simmons again, another rebound. Chargers trying to just live at that three-point land, and Chase is going to go for the reverse. Miles will just have that rebound go to him. And right now, yeah, the lids are on the buckets here. Colson going to try to break it. He can't do that one. Miles gets it. He'll put it up. It's good. Helps when you're wide open underneath to get the rebound and just let one battler go, and here's a three on the other end. No good. Miles gives it off to Colson. As Whitler's got it. Whitler wants one to go. He puts up the shot, but they're going to say it was on the floor first. And that's going to be a foul. Team foul number 2 on the Battlers. Stanley picks up personal foul number 2. And so now 3 Battlers going to get checked in here. Falkenhagen going to check in for Miles. You're going to get Brown. You're also going to get Ziegler and also Falkenhagen. 3:39 to play. Moore inbound, looking, gets it off to Colson on the near corner. He'll drive in the paint, give it out now to Yackley. Yackley to Whitler, looks at the crossover in the paint, loses it, picked up there by Falkenhagen. They'll try to swing it around and just right in the passing lane. Ziegler with just an easiest layup that you'll ever have, and a timeout. It's going to be spent by the Battlers. They'll be down to 2 with 3:22 to go. As Tyson Ziegler, with his first bucket of the night. And that was as easy of an anticipation as you could have asked for if you're Gettysburg. Chargers are just trying to just find some openings in this zone defense that the Battlers have made the Chargers slow things down just a little bit here. 35-21 on the Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. About 3:20 to go here in the third. As you are listening to KLXS Pure Country 95.3, a Riverfront broadcasting station. It's Wyatt Marichka with you. Solid Buttes basketball from Gettysburg, the shortest road trip of the season. Big thanks to Jeremy behind the camera, Emma back in the studio, helping us stay on the air. Easton Moore will inbound it with 3:22 to go. Yackley to Whitler, quickly over to Colson. Colson will give it off to Moore. Now spin, one dribble back out now to Whitler. Is again, Fowler's 2-3 zone is actually a really impressive 2-3 zone here tonight. Whitler, or Moore, will float it up as he kind of maybe thinking about one way, goes the other, and it works out as he gets 2 on the board. Whitler had a great start into the first quarter, and we'll have a jump ball with the Sully Chargers getting it back. Had a great first quarter, and got to wait until the third quarter to get his next buckets. But he's back on the board with 9 points, 2 rebounds. 37-21. There's Yackley. Yackley now gives it off to Whitler. He'll go into the paint. Goes high off the glass. No good. Volkenhagen trying to rip it away. It's Whitler who picks it back up. Whitler will zip it over to Yackley. Yackley's three is up. That's good. Jet Yackley with a triple, and the Chargers up by 19 once again. There's a drive, and gonna have a stoppage for a moment on a whistle. It's gonna be a foul on Moore. Jason Moore picks up foul number 2. Team foul number 1 of the quarter. A quick change here. Schwarber, he's gonna be back in. For this is Chase. Also now back in is Joseph Stanley. Stanley in there for, looks like Flagler, who just checked out. Back to Gettysburg. Approaching the final moments here of the third quarter is Moore almost broke that away. Now was still fighting for it, and Stanley just couldn't regain control, and will turn the basketball over with 2:03 to play. That is just now the 8th turnover. Turnovers have been pretty limited in both games here so far. Early over the timeline. We'll pass it up now to Moore in the paint. Zip it out now to Colson. Colson now will fall to the floor. He'll turn it over. It looked like wasn't ready to have his foot in the right spot there, and Gettysburg has it. There's a 2 up there and short by Schwarber, and once again it's Wesley Whitler with the rebound, who is a double-double with 10 points and 13 boards. Get past to Yackley. Yackley one dribble back up top now to Moore as 2 battlers get set to check in. Whitler drive baseline glass, going to leave it short. And it's Stanley with, or excuse me, that's Brown with the rebound. Chargers 31% from the field. Both teams about 30% shooting here in the third quarter. Final minutes approaching. Schwarber at the top. Takes that first jab step. Then he goes. Now I'll give it up now to Bagler, who is back in. Volkenhagen gives it off to Stanley. 9 on the clock. It's a deep 3. It's going to be left short, and Yackley will be the one who comes up with it quickly. Colson. Colson will give it back to Moore. Now looks for Yackley. Shot clock separated by 15. There's Yackley. Up top now to Colson. Colson will give it back now to Yackley as they're just playing catch around the arc. Whitler makes a move inside. He's fouled and wants to have that one for a 3-point play, but he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. That'll be a foul against Schwarber, who will pick up his first of the night. That is the team foul number 3. Yeah, Whitler will take some time here. Clock is at 29.2. Whitler will make the first. Chargers just 4 of 5 from the line. And more changes taking place. Barber, Miles are in, as well as James Miles. And the Battlers will bring in Chase, Gable, and also it looks like those are the only 2 changes for the Battlers. Whitler to go perfect from the line. And he does so. Makes it now 42-21. 25 seconds to go here in the third. Chase, spin, Volkenhagen in the paint, fires it off the elbow. No good. Second chance here. 3 from Gable. Also not good. Miles trying to get the tie-up, couldn't do so. And now it's the Battlers with a second chance here. 5 seconds to go, and that is going to be a foul away from the basketball on the Chargers as James Miles picks up foul number 2. They'll change in here. Checking in is Tyson Volkenhagen. And with 4.3, Chargers are going to have to play defense for a few more seconds. Vulcan, inbound, goes to Volkenhagen. Volkenhagen will give it up to Tyson Volkenhagen with no time on the clock, and that is how the third quarter comes to a close. Chargers up by 21. They'll look to seal their 11th win of the season in the final 8 minutes. We're back in 60 seconds on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 60 seconds.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Final 8 minutes here. Chargers looking to hold on to get win number 11 on the season. Battlers trying to get to within one game of 500. Chargers 10-4 of the season. Battlers are 6-8. Both teams, though, coming off wins in their last match, or their last contest, I should say, on Tuesday. Yackley, Barber, James Miles, Gavin Colson, Easton Moore, and James Miles on the 5 for the Chargers to start this fourth quarter here. Barber will give it up to Yackley. Out of Moore. This 2-3 zone has just been something else tonight. They're making the Chargers move the basketball, and that will pay off with a 3 by Gavin Colson. Now it's 45-21. Now we got a tie-up, and the tie-up will favor the Battlers. The Chargers just trying to close this one out here on a Friday night going into the weekend with no worries of any games coming up, even though next week will be a busy week for the Chargers. They have 3 games coming up. That shot three's no good. It's going to be put back up, though, by is Gable, who puts it back up and in on the rebound put back. Chargers will turn it over, give it back to Battlers, and then Barber will get in the passing lane for that turnover. Timeout taken by the Chargers in a 30-second timeout. That is going to be just their second timeout here of the contest. They're down to 3. Battlers with 2 timeouts left on a 30-second timeout here. We'll give a big thanks again to the Sully County Sheriff's Office. They do want to remind you as well to be a good citizen, help out your community, your friends and neighbors, make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make our town great. Arrive Alive, this message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. 45-23 your score with 7:04. I should say 7:03 to go in the fourth. And no changes to the lineup for either team. Yackley now to Moore over the midcourt stripe. He'll swing it quickly over to Colson. Colson up to Barber. Now to Moore. Moore. Colson. Back to Yackley. Just playing catch right now is what these two what the Chargers are doing. As Moore will miss that 3. And it's going to be courtesy of Colby Folkenagen, I should say. Comes down with the basketball. There's the give. Colson will fall to the floor. It's going to be a foul on the Battlers. And it's running down with his arms up is Simmons, excuse me. And he'll pick up foul number 3. Both teams tough shooting quarter. Chargers at 31%. The Battlers shot 21 in the third quarter. Moore over to Miles up the timeline. Now we'll give it off there to Colson as Chargers can really start working the clock if they want to, or really just kind of maybe take their time as Moore can't get that shot to go, and it's who will come down with the rebound. Simmons drive. Moore was trying to rip it away, and they're going to get a foul on Easton Moore. Looks like maybe James Miles got some contact there, and hopefully he's all right. Maybe he's got a Big contact on the job, but looks to be all right. Foul going to be on Easton Moore, picking up his third. Valorers will inbound it from their own baseline. Brown is in, he inbounds it. Whitler almost took it away there. And it's going to just stay with the Battlers. This time they'll just inbound it in front of their bench. Still 6:14 to play. They'll try it again. Brown inbound. We'll get it there to Falkenhagen. Falkenhagen has that almost taken away by Whitler, who was in the passing lane. But here comes a drive by Warbers. Warbers 2 will swirl on in from the iron. That is Warbers' second bucket of the evening. He's got 4 points. Yackley has it. Now gives it up there now to Colson. Chargers now have Falkenhagen back in. Whitler drive, loses it for a moment, picks it back up. He'll go for the reverse and puts it up and in. Wesley Whitler with 14 points, 13 rebounds on the day as the Chargers, with 5:30 to go, will have another foul. We'll see who they give this foul off to. It looks like it's Gavin Colson. Colson will pick up foul number 2. Team foul number 2 as well. Inbound will go to Stanley, who's just hanging out up top. Brown is going to set up for a 3. Leaves it short. Falkenhagen will go down with the rebound, and he picks up rebound number 3 quickly to Whitler, and he'll have the slap on the hand. That's the pretty easiest call you'll hear. You even heard it up here from our thankful crowd mic. And that will be a foul on Colby Falkenhagen, picking up his first. So that'll put Wesley Whitler at the line here with 5:12 to go. And Whitler has been perfect in his last trip. He is 3 of 4 on the day. Chargers 5 of 6 from the line. Whitler's first free throw is good. Yeah, we'll get one more free throw here from Whitler. So now 48-25. Whitler with one more free throw. He'll miss it. And it's going to be Colson who comes up with it. So the Chargers can end up with a 3-point possession here. As Moore is going to put it up, he will get to go in. It's a chance for 4 points on this possession. And it's going to be a technical. So they're going to get the foul off there to Joseph Stanley, and I think he just picked up back-to-back as the Battlers are going to go ahead and start clearing their bench. So we're going to get the technical free throw from Easton Moore, who got the bucket to go in. And then you're going to add another free throw for the technical. And so Moore will get that 3-point play to go in. And now Jet Yackley is going to go to the line and shoot the technicals. So that's now 51-52 after Jet Yackley makes that one and only free throw. As Coach White has got to let him know you can't cross the line when you're doing the technicals. Yackley for the second one and got to go in. So the Chargers end up on a 6-point possession, and they're going to get the basketball back. So you could have ended up with a 3-point possession, and you came out with 6 points. That's not too shabby if you're. It's not like the Chargers say they have 51 on their scoreboard. Mine says 53, so we'll figure out what's going on. Scoreboard should say 53-25, but maybe that's just crazy because that's what my stat sheet says, but we'll have this figured out here in just a moment. Whitler has it. Baseline drive, Euro step, was high off the glass, and another foul will be called, and Whitler is going to go back to the line once again. Foul going to be on Simmons, who picks up foul number 4. Whitler will make the first. Yeah, we will get one more free throw here. It says 52-25. I have 54-25, so not sure what exactly is going on here because the technical free throws were done there as Whitler went perfect from the line, and now the scoreboard is fixed, so I was wondering what's going on, and that should put a running clock into effect here. As it is now that 30-point advantage. Chase is going to go on the drive. His shot is going to be altered. And going to send the Battlers to the line with 4:44 to go. They'll get Carson Miles with foul number 3. And the first free throw by Chase is good. Yeah, one more free throw here. No good. Yackley rebound. Yackley making those technical free throws just a moment ago. Falkenhagen will give it back to Yackley. Final 4:35 here on this Friday night is the Chargers looking again to keep this game alive, which they've done so far here, to go to 11-4 as the Chargers will turn it over quickly as Chase. Nice move. Couldn't get the layup to go. But it's going to be rebounded there by Simmons, and a foul will send Battlers to the line. Well, I was saying Chase to the line once again. And that is foul number 3 on Gavin Colson. First free throw there from Chase is no good. Brett Barber will check in for Carson Miles. And we got one more free throw. Free throw is good. So a 1-2 trip. 4:16 left to play here on this Friday night. See the Chargers again just keeping a hold of that Region 6B #1 spot with another win here tonight as Falkenhagen will lay it up and in for his first points of the night. And I'll stay up by 30 are the Chargers. But again, going to 11-4, those seed points are going to continue to grow in another foul. So it's bonus for the Chargers and Battlers from here on out is Easton Moore picks up foul number 4. And we are right now 44 fouls called in the contest so far. First free throw, no good. And at the line is Jack Simmons, who will miss his first, and we'll get one more here in this trip. Second free throw is good. So a 1-2 trip. That's kind of been the story of the free throw game by both teams today, as the Battlers are 6-14, Chargers 11-13 on the day. Yackley gives it off to Colson. Colson's 3 is up, in and out, no good. Knocked down there by Zagler for the Battlers. The missed 3 from Colson. 3:25 and another whistle, and this one going to be away from the ball. And we'll see who they give this one off to. Falkenhagen picks up foul number 3. So looks like we're going to be here for quite some time. First free throw from Simmons is good. And the Battlers will just put in a fresh new 5. Or, nope. They're going to put in a fresh new 5. Or fresh new, at least 3 right now. Now there's some confusion with the substitutions here. We'll get caught up here, but Battlers have used everybody on their bench. And that's going to be a... I'm going to say that's on the Battlers. Yeah, they're going to say because Moore was going to be... I'm going to say Moore was going to be the one who gave it an extra free throw there, but the contact there will just give the basketball back. And that's going to be a perfect trip there from Simmons, and the Chargers will have it back. Final 3 minutes again. We'll have Riverfront Broadcasting Sports continues with their action tomorrow. We are in Pierre for the girls' game against T Area as the Chargers will miss the shot there. As here comes Falkenhagen bringing it down for the Battlers. We'll have Pierre Governor girls basketball tomorrow against T Area. That's a 3 o'clock tip-off. And on Sunday or Saturday as well, we'll have college basketball as well as Super Bowl coverage on Sunday as well after the church service. Turnover by the Chargers. And Colson trying to get another steal as well. Still on the floor. Colson picks it up, throws it over to Falkenhagen, but a foul first as Falkenhagen head the lane. But we'll have all that action on our stations here next couple of days. You can check out Coach White even voted on who he thought was going to win. He picked the Seahawks to win. He said the final score was Seattle 31, Tom Brady 21. And I talked to him about that and mentioned that. I was like, 31-21 Tom Brady. He's like, I should have been Gray Zabel 31, Tom Brady 21. But well, only we had time to change that graphic up. Colson goes 1 of 2 from the line there after the foul by Brown. Olsen with 12 points on the day here. His final moments are ticking down in this one. Brown backs his way in. We'll just give it off there now to Dwarber. Dwarber's shot is up. It's good. Or are they going to get Brown for that one? Looks like Dwarber got the points for that one. It's now 59-31. Chargers will probably just let the clock run down just a little bit there. And Chargers will clear their bench now. And it looks like they might just, oh no, Coach White will say, let's go. Barber has it. We'll give it up top to Colson. Now to Miles. Miles will fire a 3. He'll leave that short. And it's going to be picked up there by Michael Yeager and another foul. Again, we've been in the foul game for quite some time now. And going to be Carson Miles picking up the foul for the Chargers. And the Long Beach Chargers are going to go to 11-4 now on the season with a victory tonight here in Gettysburg. And they will have a busy week next week, starting on Tuesday, where they will make a trip to Harriet Selby. And I believe that game is going to be taking place in Selby. The fresh new 5 for the Chargers check in. We're going to see Hudson Barber, Jackson Paxton. We'll see Chase Heights. And Carson Mercer is also in. So the free throws are an empty trip there for Dwarber. I want to make sure that game as Height was put up a shot. That's no good as the Sully Buttes crowd is rooting for a Height shot and a timeout just for a substitution change, it looks like, as the clock will continue to roll here. So just double checking here for boys basketball going into next week. Again, they'll have 3 games. Harriet Selby on Tuesday. That is at our Selby High School, and another foul with time still ticking down here. And we'll probably be one more trip to the line, as it looks like they are going to get Chase Height for the foul. So Tuesday, we'll be back on the air here on Country 95.3 at Selby Area High School. And Brady Valquez will make the first free throw as he is at the line, courtesy of Chase Height. Thursday is home against Mulbridge Pollock. That's a 7:45 tip-off. 8 o'clock tip-off Tuesday. Final free throw is no good. Height gets the rebound there after the missed free throw from Valquez. And then Saturday is the Warner Classic Chargers are going to let some clock run down here, and they'll be taking on Aberdeen Roncalli. That is the boys' schedule next week. Girls just with 2 games. They are going to be hosting Moldridge Pollock as well. That's a 6:30 tip-off for next week as clock will just continue to roll down. So Moldridge Pollock next week, so the Charger girls going to get a nice little break there. It's a 6:30 tip-off. They'll take on James Valley Christian on Saturday in the Warner Classic. The boys are going to be after the girls' game, so I'll have that coverage here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports, as that's going to do it here from this one. Chargers victorious 58-32 here on this Friday evening. We'll take a 90-second timeout and quickly wrap this one up as I want to get you back to your music station. Always big thanks to Jeremy running the camera and Emma back in the studio. We'll take a 90-second timeout and wrap this broadcast up next.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Chargers victorious here on this Friday night in Gettysburg as the Chargers win with a final of 58-32 here on your Ring Deck Energy and Venture Communication scoreboard. Chargers outscored in both halves against the Battlers. Finals and those halves were 30-15. After one, the Chargers would outscore the Battlers of 28-17 after the second half of play. That's where you get your 58-32 on your score. Chargers would finish 19 of 48 shooting from the field, nearly a really good shooting night. Battlers would go 12 of 38, 0 of 12 from three-point land, 8 of 20 from the free throw line here. Chargers would go 8 of 25 from 3, 12 of 15 from the free throw line as well. Chargers were out-rebounded the Battlers. I have 27 rebounds to 22 for the Battlers. And the Chargers with another great night. 8 turnovers, 9 for Gettysburg, 8 for the Chargers. 2 lead changes and 1 tie occurred in the contest in this one. And that is your team stats in this one. Individual numbers for the Chargers. We'll do Chargers in this one. Your Yackley Ranches player of the game is going to go to Wesley Whitler. He finished with a double-double tonight. 17 points, 13 rebounds in the contest for Wesley Whitler and Easton Moore. How about him for your unsung hero, especially that first quarter, scoring what looked like to be almost half the points for the Chargers in that first quarter, but he finishes with 12 points and 2 rebounds. Jet Yackley finishes with 10 and 2. Carson Miles finishes with 3. Cooper Falkenhagen with 2. And James Miles with 2 in the contest so far. Your unsung hero brought to you by Colston Farms. Might not have heard the name, but I mentioned that being Easton Moore here in this one. So we mentioned what next week's going to look like. We'll have a standalone game on Country 95.3 on Tuesday on an 8 o'clock tip-off against Harry and Selby at Selby for that contest. For Thursday, it's against Baldbridge Pollock. It's a doubleheader. We'll have that coverage for you here as well. And then Saturday, it's another doubleheader back-to-back in the Warner Classic. We'll have those games for you as well. Tomorrow, Pierre Governors on KCCR, 1240 AM, 98.9 FM, and Super Bowl Sunday as well on KCCR. Big thanks to Jeremy behind the camera, Emma back in the studio for making this all possible for the entire Riverfront Broadcasting team. I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Sully Beats Basketball here on Country 95.3. KLXS Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Have a great weekend. Safe travels. Be safe. Have a good